We should be live. Refresh this. Post that. All right, move that over. I probably shouldn't have showed that on screen, but whatever. That should move. All right, straight into it.
The crowd is against them here from their walkouts, where we heard it be a little bit more excitable for Paper Rex. So how much does that actually hold here?
Trying to take down another Korean squad. Failed previously. Will it be that RX Derby to settle who goes to Toronto? Paper Rex here on the defense to start. Couple ghosts here in hand. A Sheriff for Jing. Similar firepower in the hands of Boom on the attack as the door gets tapped. C-site for the moment wide open.
And this will show Boom's preparation in watching yesterday's game too, with what to do around the C site. Though, that's a lot of shots as you bait out the shear wall.
Baits it, does eat not that much damage for how many shots were going his way. Tagged to 78.
Wait, no, I already watched map 1 of this, right? I swear I watched this. Where Paper X were hard trying to bait out the Vice Wall front B on Lotus. Or yeah, T1 wasn't playing a Vice, so. Fracture? I feel like I watched this too, though. Let's see.
When you're sitting in the chair next to me, I gotta back you up unless you're paper thin, in which case I'll always tear.
It definitely was. That's available, accompanied by a Rolling Thunder.
Over towards that rope, which that's going to be a decent amount of splash damage on the DOS 9. As drop down from Shiro, is able to find one, but then Paper X opens up the firing squad. 2 more kills in reply.
Yeah, good trades. They'll settle themselves down now for the post plant. Remember, the Rolling Thunder is available.
Still in the back pocket here to try to defend. Situated here in main. Famous just taking a bit of a blind shot there. Forsaken is asleep at the wheel. Off your feet! Well, that's going to force the Rolling Thunder. Connects on the 2.
I think I've seen this already as well.
Time continuing the tick here. This fault line gets set. Swoop out. Berserk's good to find Jing. Comes up with that kill, but they still need to break through the door. Berserk's trying to lead the charge. Finds the headshot. That leaves Patman now alone to try to clutch it out. Gets some damage across. The stun. Connecting. The op shot. Missing. But NC Slasher hitting, but the time is not there.
Wow.
Paper Rex, a war of attrition. They and looking for that 2-person face forward. Jing now trapped in the corner. The Armageddon starting to go across. Patman.
What other things happen in this game? I swear I've already watched this. So we'll actually just start RRQ Paper X. That was very loud for me.
So we'll see how things are going to start here on map number 1 in this best of 5. Paper X opting to start on the.
I watched Tag. Tag was good.
Here. And it is good to see as well, you know, a bit of a bounce back for somebody like Something as well, having a bit of a shocker in the first installment on the Brimstone, putting in something like 7 hours of VOD review and prep just to get an idea. Pistol round to shake off a couple of nerves, a big amount of players though here for RRQ, challenging.
Straight up sliding out though, but Divine gets the first shot.
Nice.
Yeah, stalled out by the smoke a
Good
little bit
punish.
now. A lot of damage delivered though. Something low. Crazy guy gone. Divine as well. Look at this, he's just already out for the gates. He's on for the ace here.
What a round from David, bro.
Through as well, but Xpero up from the back will be able to land at least the first shot still though. With a full fire team in front inside of A main, it's not gonna be easy. Certainly.
Damn.
Quite differently.
Dude, he is shooting today.
That absolutely smashed Paper X on this map.
You would imagine, hopefully trying to study things up from that one before, but currently off just meeting each other with huge clash outside of A main. does not really inspire you with much confidence. But at the same time, though, Paper X with the buys up now into the B site.
Yeah, seeing if they can establish a plant here. And again, you're just going to want to see what damage the pistols can come out with.
It's Devi.
Devi carrying on with a pistol though.
Imagine they don't lose too much here.
Losing this card.
Forsaken pushes spawn and kills all of them. Nice.
That's that they've got a couple to consider too. A map like Fracture. Oh yeah. And the ace for Devi, right? How are you going to start to counter a lockdown when
Alright.
it comes? Yeah, maybe even
Full guns
towards
here
this round, who
for
knows?
RRQ.
Especially when you're starting on a defense as well. Currently, though, it's just
Ching missed the nade.
Yeah, they've read this one quite nicely. Paper X, an idea that when you're in towards tower, you're not seeing him there. You just put some focal point in towards A main as well, where Devi's lurk will start to come. Turret retrieved though. There's an opportunity here for RRQ to get this flank happening, but Xfero's
Just
already
don't
lost his
worry about
life.
here, bro. What are we talking about?
As well, and you're not seeing too much action closer towards Cantina or anything like that. So
The quad flank. If Paper X try to make some spawn space here, they can.
Yeah, but you are locked out of the site at the moment.
Yeah, they can't really do that.
Holding off of it. Something's already spent all of his smokes. RQ just waiting for him to pop off, but now something still marking every exit. Out from tunnel, out from the back of
Nice
he
something.
finds the double.
He's actually playing Brimstone well now.
Soon enough, with all the information, with all the numbers,
Good
there's
bonus
a
for
chance of
Paper
RQ
X.
retaking.
Not at all in this scenario.
Whoever died spawn there just needs to not.
Lurk will start to come. Turret retrieved.
Oh, he got full spammed. Never mind.
Answer there to have a little bit more awareness.
Probably shouldn't be in a spot where you can get spammed in the first place, but
Or not.
Okay. Well, just back in with the round-to-round adjustments. Currently, it's Monyet. This is a play that Jing is very familiar with, though. So Forsaken as well, they've marked it.
Yeah, generally you'll see a raise satchel up on top of that and try to peek over the smoke, right? We've seen some players already having some success, some non-success of that as well. This time, Monyet will be the casualty, and well, we'll see what.
Shouldn't be
damage
too
RRQ
much
goes
here.
for. It's not the worst decision for Jemkin, for example.
they get done from RRQ, but they might try since they have a rifle. Yeah, they will.
Started off Komodo. Monyet used to play with Paper X. Monyet is the guy.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
In place of Jing. Still though, it's gonna be the fights that pop off straight through.
Damn,
Cantina.
nice shot,
Nice
Cushy.
shot being found by Cushy.
That's
They might need.
all I'll get. Timeout from RRQ makes sense.
You look changing up their agents midway through the season. Genji and Boom, they're playing on the Teo Vice. Things aren't working well for them. They swap it over for the comp against T1. Write that one off on the 13-3 loss, but then you come back to the Boom game and they're looking a little bit more coordinated, right? We've got the answer towards Pilski's question earlier. Don't think the Monyet's going to be bringing out the operator. Well, it's in play. See if he can do his best Buzz impression.
Hi, Jaden.
Currently, right, really different scorelines from that previous game. Right now, just
How are you doing?
info lines around A main. However,
What's that?
Paper X
What's the badge that you have? September 2024. Oh yeah. Get the like sub to Kaide or whatever, I think. Right? You're bored? Yeah, I'd imagine so.
You already have a good progression smoke to try to deal with the shear.
See if the lockdown
Paper X is going to
here because
destroy
there's
RRQ on this map.
Jemkin that we were talking about a little bit earlier.
That's right,
Good
no
timing on the
chance.
thorns too.
And that's going to be now Forsaken popping off over from drop, but the headshot angle, it favors
Something
Cushy
walks in and
instead.
gets
Just
one?
A bit of pressure though, and still enough
Okay.
information for RQ to solve the problems around the B site.
Something 6 HP. Keep an eye on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, and at the same time, you got Monyet now.
What is the plan here? Why are we playing 4 from Arcade?
Maybe a bit more presence, might be able to catch
Woohoo.
a player off guard or two.
This is going to be super slow from Monyet though.
He's gonna have to
Yeah,
take
I'd
some
imagine
time.
this
He
is
needs
gonna
to
be
push up a little bit more, buy more
one of the
attention
2
away.
rounds that they
Shot
lose.
back. Monyet then pops off,
Surely.
finds
Yeah.
another shot. Jemkin takes down another player, and all of a sudden, it's
They're in
just
Jing 1v3.
inside of tower. Can he clutch this up? It's a 1v3. He dives straight into it.
I
but the forces
believed for a second.
Mario 2, you can
He
rely
made me a
on
believer.
ultimates on
Oh,
this
yes.
defensive side. When you consider a map like Fracture, you generally want
What's
to
up,
pick
Don
up space
Don Don
around
Co?
one of the 4 corners of the map.
I think that's how it is.
Say generally, this time RRQ being
It's very small at the bottom of my screen.
going with numbers towards main, for example. They're waiting to see if Paper X are going to be exploding onto the site.
So,
somewhere.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
You would generally see.
Why are they? Why do they? I feel like they do this too much.
On the showstopper, if you want to
Whenever I've watched,
Right.
yeah, my Pacific pickums did not go very well. But whenever I've watched Paper X, they always go dish against the tail ult.
towards drop as well.
Even though that's like the one spot you're not supposed to go, and they still bait it out, and they still live. How?
Armageddon is in effect. As soon as they see the the fault line, sorry, they know that that ult's coming.
And that's now been completely baited out.
Yeah.
The only other
How did they
might have
do
left
that?
would be the orbital strike and maybe the rolling thunder from Crazy Guy.
And the initiative right now from RRQ realizing that
They're gonna do the dish post plant bullshit.
Information around the map, right?
They're gonna send Forsaken in. He's gonna plant top site here.
There's the showstopper that I
Oh,
told
and
you about.
Jingen.
They say that no one's home. They can set up for the post plant, and they still have a bunch of utility to play for at the post.
Which would mean that PaperX does need to find a little.
Maybe they'll take some space in halls and do a fight here.
Before the retake begins, Jing, that's why he's holding up into this
Reach
position.
Ult gonna hit
Shells
here?
as well, just to buy a bit more time and space. RRQ
What?
will be having to push out.
Why? You have 3 teammates like right next to you, bro. Just wait. Dude, Forsaken's insane. Yeah. Yeah, this one was really weird. This playoffs with like Boom choking, Paper Rex doing really well,
It's just confidence at the moment for Forsaken.
fucking Genji doing better than they had been. I guess they were good at the end of the split, so that one was on me, not having them going deeper. But the other ones are kind of unpredictable.
And this time another similar scenario for RRQ.
Yeah, T1 going out immediately. That was the one that cooked me the most. Oh.
I reckon
The chat like fucked up a little.
Steel Garden could be catastrophic.
Potentially. Kind of feels like the onus is on RRQ though to have a.
But that was a really nice idea the last round from Paper X. They were doing the full like dish post plant thing with the breach aftershock, brim molly, everything like that. Usually you'll have the Teo mollies as well with it, but they have the Killjoy, and then they let the two duelists just fucking full fight A main. And since they're Forsaken and Jing, they won it somehow as like a 2v5. Yeah, 7th, 8th.
Yeah, he's checking all the spots that the Sheer could be
Oh.
these little jump spots right now. Specifically that one towards main, baiting out a couple of shots as well, but with that not being seen just
Do they
yet,
not
the
hear
team
Forsaken
has a bit of
leaving?
a
I guess they
hard
might
time
think
with
it's
that
noise
idea to
bait.
go together. It's currently only
RRQ playing full retake A.
Rotations do start to come
We'll
from
start
RRQ.
walking over now.
Which wouldn't be a bad thing.
Paper X gonna
However,
pop
still
here, though.
not enough space, not enough defenses being held up on the A side
Dude.
itself. You got the fast lane going through.
Going for that against an eco is crazy, Jing.
And it's some kills being exchanged.
Oh, he's trying to read it though.
Oh my god, what is that wild spray?
Just get a loose bullet towards the head of Monyet.
Something looking like me out there.
Oh, and the spike getting planted soon enough.
Oh, rip Patman.
Orbital strike as well, and that burns against Patman.
I don't know about Forsaken.
Fast lane's up. It kind of keeps him out.
Good trade from something.
Kills continue to
Wow.
Forsaken. What
That's really good ping ponging. Off Forsaken, something swings, and then something swings, or Forsaken swings deeper. Through the second place, Paper X greater than Genji. I don't know about that.
Turned to that top form. They're still going in with that momentum. Forsaken was citing, assistance from Mini, some slight like sort of assistant coaching going on, and performance coaches as well, giving them such a psychological boost.
This is
Yeah,
the
true.
from RRQ
But
towards
I think
RRQ.
Genji,
Lots of outside smoke.
I don't know. I think Genji has a higher chance of not being terrible
Couple of shots going through, and they
at Toronto,
up by
but
top.
Paper X has a higher chance of going deep.
Oh, and he
at the
uses
tournament.
that to slide through. Forsaken has slipped underneath tunnel to try to draw that attention away. Comes back through with Jing as on some assistance, but then the kills.
Also, I mean,
Cushy able to fire back until the exchange comes.
the issue I've had with RRQ the whole time was that
Over at Arcade. Now you can see for a little bit.
it looked like they were playing really nervous and stuff, so
Go and meet with your boys as well.
maybe they started to fix that during this game and then fully fixed it the Genji game. That's my theory without watching any of the games, but
What could Xfero potentially do on the rotate? They start to pivot towards this A side as well, which by the radar is going to be the wrong call. So it's going to potentially be just the retakes.
yeah, I also just think their style and like maybe their individual form could fall off a little and
You really might.
kind of cook them.
I mean, Forsaken just gave RRQ a rabbit to chase, and they did. And when they went in for it, they found a trap.
Nano's now on the spike. You've got an incendiary. Devaya can just post up with the
Yeah,
operator
this.
as well.
I mean, they have full breach util. They just have to push main.
You got to consider the investment of the ult as well, but
But yeah, they don't know where anybody is. Yeah, good call to save. They changed. I mean, they've always done that, like map to map changing rules. It's not ideal, but honestly, they've been doing it for the longest time, and it's still fine. So I'm not gonna. I don't think that's too much of an issue for them. For other teams, it might be, but for Paper X, it never was. Oh, Forsaken, turn around! Turn your headphones on, bud.
That's the shutdown that you needed to see from RRQ.
Unbelievable. And with that, the engine is
Good ult,
completely
Zephyro.
haunted around the back of Arcade. No real entry from that point forward because
Don't need to go for more, guys.
To get some good awareness going on. Check
You're already in a 3v5. You didn't need to overflank like that. Onye.
The same train here for Paper X.
I need quite a bit more though. Could go for a possible rotation off to the
Again, not necessary, but okay.
Stops things once again. You guys beginning to think
Wait.
To find so many 1v1s,
Why is...
though,
Okay, never mind. He's just not
he's
aware.
going at the moment.
Now he is.
Might find the right route on a crazy guy.
Spike not yet planted.
Don't know why we're doing that. Just jiggle. Jiggle deep spawn. Play the 3v1.
Headshot to his face.
Salvo's
This is
available.
very winnable.
Might be able to
Flush him out.
afford some positioning.
Yeah, oh, yep. Wait for your teammate.
Has a full kit of utility as well, barring one flash.
Good stun.
Goes in for the fault line.
Oh.
Isolates the duel until Jemkin swings out from the wayside. In the stuns. But sometimes you've said it
I am
all.
shocked Jemkin dodged that. A great
Well,
dodge,
what we do
regardless.
have, a huge dive out from Monyet, just fully met face front by Tavares.
Good flash.
Flash actually in return from Paper X, just allowing them to escape from the aftershock. And they
Somehow they
5 versus
come out of that with a man advantage.
Monyet. You've also got something, just making sure that nothing goes
Banner
over
from
the
Toronto.
main, so just call a mid-round here for the team. You know,
I mean, there was the big Viper nerf last year, heading into the second tournament. It shouldn't change my power rankings too much. Maybe slightly in certain spots of teams that I think will adapt better. Or like having... I mean, I would say the EMEA team's lower. Because they would have less time to adapt. But they don't even play that much Teo in EMEA. So like... Maybe like Liquid might end up being a tiny bit lower. But it seems like G2 I'm not worried about at all. They have so much time to prepare. And... it's G2. They were amazing last year. Without Jaw and without Teo, they're going to be fine.
Yeah, Shvero trying to get lucky with the spams, but unfortunately not able to fish up anything.
So it shouldn't change my power rankings a ton, maybe just a teeny tiny bit though. Like teams that I would normally have, like 5th, 6th, might be 7th, 8th, something like that.
Yeah, out from the flank, and that's exactly what Paper X are so good at right now, being very fully aware of every possible entrance coming over.
Maybe a team like RRQ might be a little bit lower, maybe a team like Paper X would be a little bit higher because of the Teo nerfs as well.
You really feel for
I mean, fucking Gen G might actually go up with the Teo nerfs, even though they do play a lot of Teo. They don't play it very well, I don't think. But that being said, Ashe hasn't been good on anything else either, so that'll be one that I have to think about.
Up the pace as well.
Tight angle. Will Devi expect Cushy to be here?
I think he saw Cushy's arm.
Out.
Oh wait,
But now Monyet is going to be stuck. He's got a stinger. He can slide out.
it's an angle that EDG has held before back in Bangkok, but now back into it. Enough time has passed that Forsaken begins to try to bait out.
Guys,
the
use
end.
utility,
Will go
bro.
for it.
And that's just another 5 versus 4 advantage for Paper X.
Yeah.
He's going to stampede in towards the A site you might expect, but this
But like,
is
I just don't think their Haven comp is very good
very level-headed.
with the Teo. I think it would be better to play anything that can break a crosshair, with whether it be a Sova Dart or some kind of flash initiator.
Level-headed is a great description.
So I think that would be
Decent, reads or reactions from RQ as
better
well.
than the
Great
Teo, but also like,
towards B, and he buys time for the team with an aftershock.
They've got all of the tower
I
control
don't know.
away from Xfero.
He's gonna have to come up huge.
because they play it on other maps and they need it on other maps.
Might not be enough, but
Teo and Haven. I mean, the Teo on Haven, it's in and of itself isn't bad. It's the fact that they're playing it solo initiator and using the drone mid round. Like they're still good at the map. I just don't think the comp is very good. Because like if they had say a fade here, they could use the prowlers and the dart for mid round info. Then you would get the dart back for retake on defense. But I guess they're just committing to hard anchoring, but also they rotate too much. So I don't know.
He just doesn't stop. Now it's Jimkin to try to hold down.
And they're not really a team that's great at hard anchoring.
2v3. Fault line coming back up.
Rolling Thunder if you need from Patman. Stuck at default.
I would have to look it because I have a website that I have for like advanced stats. I actually don't remember what it's called. I have it.
Definitely
bookmarked.
a change of look for PaperX in the server.
This
Patman coming into the fold too. Having his
Let's actually look. I actually do want to look at their retake stats on Haven. So Pacific Stage 1 teams, all maps, Haven, pistol round win rate, rifle round win rate, plant rate on defending rounds. Good lord, PaperX, what are we doing? Yeah, Gen G bottom 4, post plant win rate on attacking rounds, post plant win rate on defensive rounds. Yeah, see, they're like towards the bottom in post plant win rate on defense. So this is their retakes. And that's like Team Secret who are bad, Global who are bad. What? What the fuck are RRQ playing on Haven? Oh, they're playing this bullshit and are terrible at it. Yeah, that is like their worst map, I think, right? If we go here, Stage 1. Really? Oh, they almost lost to Secret and they almost lost to Zeta. Okay. Then yeah, that makes more sense. So they are bad at this map. PaperX, I mean, they were shit on this map when they actually played it. What's up, Adba? And then Zeta, who is bad as well. So like they're in this group of teams who like are not good at retaking. Like they're worse than Talon, who play double Sentinel as well.
Shine. This time, though, it's a slow creep up in towards the main for PaperX. Last round of the half, and a split on the cards.
And they'll just
Full dish it. They actually did the correct smokes this time. That did no damage.
Yeah, Armageddon and Orbital Strike going to be used nice and early to keep them out of the sight. Both actually used to remove any.
That's a nice combo. Cushy fucked up the ult though.
That's a little bit too eager, Komodo. The flank does come through, but still the trade's being found by PaperX. Jing coming out on top of that one.
The trades again for
It was a really cool combo from RRQ, but they completely botched it, so like it just doesn't matter.
He's still got Petman with a possible Rolling Thunder if needed. Might not even be necessary at this point unless Crazy Guy can isolate the duel.
Gonna rip it. Oh, yeah, last round of the half. I'm like, that seems like a bit of an overcommitment. But really good half from PaperX. Their attack side looks really good on this map.
in this sort of scenario and come for a reverse comeback, right? We've seen it throughout Pacific time and time again.
And that's exactly.
Wait, Ad, but you want to play this comp, the PaperX comp?
Monyet
On Fracture?
laced up against PaperX.
If we play that, like, random tournament or whatever?
Start things off now, yeah. Onto the attacking
Because
end.
Fracture's in that pool, right?
Attacking side.
It's a great answer back.
For sure. And what does the look like? What does it look like rather now?
Patman did make PaperX significantly better just because of, like, solidifying roles a little bit more. Once the Vi, like, actually, like, figured out how to play Sentinel, or just Vi's in general, they were really good. And he, like, regained his form. He was terrible before that anyway.
Most likely will just be a full retake.
Which could be good. Devi reading the situation correctly opts to play for.
Like, they just all locked in, it felt like.
Only go early though, that's the thing.
Oh. Well,
Why?
David, and the PaperX one comes out on top.
And now the flank can actually come out because Asfero's shear is null and void.
Yeah.
Which means
They have the
RQ
full setup for
has to
this.
watch out for this back position where Petman then
What?
continue to line things up out from spawn. Forsaken with the dive through.
Wow, good retake.
Resistance. And down to it at the end, Monyet trying his best to get a
Here's it. Oh, yeah. I kind of forgot about that.
But what about the hero stinger play, Komodo?
This is not a hero stinger play. They're buying 3 stingers. They're forcing.
We've not really seen even the rifles connecting too much at the moment for RRQ. We'll see.
people saying that Patman is the least aggressive player on Paper Rex and that he like isn't aggressive. It's just I just don't agree with that. Devi is definitely less aggressive, and he's still Patman is still like fitting their vibe, doing their dumbass shit, but in a good way. He really just fixed the roles, in my opinion. Gave a player that like knows how to play Flash Initiator, because Devi was bad at that, and nobody else can play Scan other than Forsaken. Like, Patman's really good, but
in a map of 15 rounds, Quack, going into the 15th, he's got 25 kills.
Let's go. 30 bomb all the way, Jason. I mean, he just looks so happy. That cheery, bright smile on his face from the player cam before into what could be the final round. A stinger from Devi, shots from Jing. Forsaken again in with the go.
damn, they are fucking running it down. Alright, and then we'll go back to this split up to playing. Oh my god, they're playing this comp in the Big 25. And they almost won with it. Yeah, we should also play this comp ad, but when Paper Rex is playing.
Maybe. And hopefully a resurgence of Sky as well. It's the only pick in Pacific currently. I should mention that Crazy Guy on the Omen as well. This, I believe, would be his third time
Yeah,
ever
Paper Rex comp, this one.
Attack, then being able to smoke things off straight into the A site.
Generally see him on the breach, which this time they're not opting
The
for.
2023 comp, pretty much, just with the Omen instead.
This time, however, 5 versus 5 pistol for a retake.
And every single Paper X member has opted to go out from the ropes. And with perfect crosshair placement as well, Jing eliminates Monyet straight out from the roster. Then for more noise, as something dashes straight into the smokes, Jemkin then to deal with him. A flash to be able to stave off the Paper X aggression as well. Trades going through, however, and Paper X once again with numbers, looking for an opportunity in this retake. Cushy, though, able to hold down the ground, and Crazy Guy experiments.
Good post plant there. Let me rewatch that because I was like kind of not locked in at all. Jemkin just making a bunch of chaos here, running around doing bullshit. And he somehow gets 2. They're just not ready for Crazy Guy in this angle. Also, Crazy Guy's playing Omen? I guess Meunier would be playing the second duelist, so yeah, that makes sense. Something I feel like you're supposed to shoot that.
Looking for the share shots instead. Unfortunately, he's gonna find Zilch. Paper X then to try to hover around the sites, but everything's been smoked off, of course.
Yeah, and just running on this double duelist comp as well for RRQ. You really want to see them get down and dirty in the battles, right? You really want to see them go for the good old fights, which is what Paper X could potentially do at the moment.
Yeah, the double duelist, well, not in this round currently.
Just more so that you've got the pistols on Paper X's side. You can just throw caution to the wind a little bit and see what you can find.
Scrappy. But that said, RQ recognizing the situation as well.
Yeah, Paper X just gonna die to bomb. Nothing interesting. Wait, Meunier died?
For example,
Oh, he has a deagle and 25 HP.
He's traded guns with teammate to make
Just gonna get orbs.
curve as guns on 13 to 11.
Is my Sky insta-killing somebody? Why do we only... I hate professional players. Why... So this was what the case before the fucking round started. Why does Patman only have 1 flash? He can buy, like, half armor or regen armor. And just buy a second flash.
Double duelist there. Fresh round though, guns on the board for Paper X and opening battle 1 against Monyet.
Like, I hate professional players. Because it's so dumb.
2-on-1s, maybe get towards the site.
Oh my god.
Just buy your
I
abilities,
was gonna
brother.
say, Sky's gonna do a decent job, but this time
Ascent,
it's
yeah,
well
bro.
as well.
I just knocked something over on my
Second
desk.
kill,
Yeah, let's do that.
just like what we saw
Wasn't that the...
after RQ
Oh,
kind of,
God, what did they play back then?
lost the plot.
That's just the bonus round. These happen. You lose the first duel. You run into an angle. You just can't win the duel. 10 players. Very, very sharp in this little game we call Valorant. But right now, the Spike is in firm control of Paper X. It's the
Camps
controllers.
21.
RRQ to see what damage
Split, they played Jet, Raze, Sage, Omen, Cypher. Yeah, bro.
they can get back in return here.
I guess.
Good comp.
Going in for the dry peaked duel.
Nice duels from Paper X. I mean, they just took 5 fights and won all of them.
Good game plan. Currently, it's a more stacking
So-
side of Paper X towards B and mid. You could say as well. Patman, lone soldier at A.
Playing into a defensive position as well. He was out of that range of the paranoia being sent over, so
Yeah.
really good idea. And look at the awareness to play inside the smoke as well.
Yeah, choosing.
No, you don't. You don't like Cryo Sage on Split. You do not. No.
Flash himself though, waiting for a team.
You don't like it.
Rotate over. This is just a complete site control now given towards RRQ. You're not running the fade, for example, so there's going to be no stuns or anything like that to entrap with.
Yeah, because he baits everybody the whole game.
Also paint shells from
And
Shane
doesn't
as
use his
well.
abilities.
Flush the plant in towards the corner of the site, where then Paper X has a really good idea of where RQ are positioned, except for Xfero, who might be able to find a couple more kills, but chooses to stay undetected instead. And at that point, numbers all down around him. It's just crazy guy left.
And also, Sage is a fragging agent as well in pro play. That's just how it works. You throw the utility down and you shoot people.
Stingers to back up a Vandal of Jemkin. You got a showstopper as well. If that Prowler found anything, you'd expect that.
Sage gets a bad rep because of Discord kittens on fucking Swift play. She is a fragging agent. Except she's also terrible.
You can't dodge that one.
And slight face check, but you do have Jing with a big old rocket. That said, he has missed several of those.
Like, Battle Sage is how you should be playing Sage. You shouldn't be like hard Reyna entry necessarily, but okay, David. Oh, well, N2. Yeah, good race ult to confirm. I have no idea how Devi gets 4 here. So, he should be getting killed, like, here by the Stinger. And this is a Thrifty, too. What the fuck happened? So, something goes out without having any... no, I guess there's a Sky Flash, but he doesn't really get any support. He should be dashing out and baiting for people. Paper X flood out here. Devi gets 1 on site, adjusts to the guy Heaven, and somehow kills Zephyro and Cushy swinging. And, yeah.
5 versus 3 scenario. Beautiful. Duels going both ways. This time, though, scouting out the opposition positions. Dimensional Drift into the site. Forsaken dispatches of Monyet off yonder, though. Oh, the timing.
Forsaken, brother. We can't be doing that. He's standing in the middle of the open. What? Wait. What? Why? What is Zephyro doing?
But overlooking Devi, that's a problem at the moment. Spike is down. Imagine a world in which he just decided to rip the pit, but he's going to fall back, play to the numbers with the team.
A rocky assumption and thinking that the rotations might have been pulled over, but
Now the pit covers the whole plant spot. And Cushy feels like he needs to make a play. This is bad, bro.
And you're not in the scenario too for crazy
See
guys
Discord?
from the shadows to get the spike with Jemkin finding complete control of the A side. It's kind of null and void at the moment. You want to go for a plant? Well, you're going to have to try and do that in a pit.
Thumbs up emoji.
So this round feels of the A side. It's kind of null and void at the moment. You want to go for a plant? Well, you're going to have to try and do
Jemkin
that
trying
in
to make a
pit,
play here.
and you're going to catch some decay. So this round feels a little bit
Gets
more
1.
for RQ
Just
now.
messed up the angle there from Jing. That's funny. He could have killed 2, I think.
Long seconds.
Although, if Patman gives him a duel, he wins that one. Start to cook a little bit.
Turn around, get a spray transfer onto Devi. It's possible. It's taking his time though, and Paper X
The full decay.
Yeah, holding on to their
Just
leash.
make a roster
believe sure that
change.
they're playing as a
The
team.
issue with 100 Thieves making a roster change is I have no idea who I would cut. I was literally thinking about this today. Like,
But pit down, Vision.
you can't cut Xander because he's new and he just started playing well. You can't cut Boostio, he's the IGL, but he makes some terrible decisions even though he's a good caller. But the comps are also really bad, so he's probably part of that.
Coach intervention needed.
Like, it's really just like a meta and roles thing for 100 Thieves. Or like, EU plays really well, but he's not like the best outside of Sova, Fade, and Sova and Fade. Just that's it. Like everything else, he can play at a decent level in terms of the initiator role, but not really well.
All together as a team towards this A site.
And then Asuna, if you cut him, you don't have a Raze player, and anybody that you would get to play like Flash Initiator and Raze would be worse than him.
Quickly dispatches of him. Something then Engel completely blocked off.
And then Cryo is your best statistical player by far. So, I don't know. Also, I forgot to press the skip ads button. My bad.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Maybe. We'll see. There is a showstopper for Jing.
Straight into the pit.
Yeah,
I would be shocked for this. Oh no, they have money.
Device looking for though, right? You have a bit of a light investment as RRQ, making sure that you can try and get something to work. You've passed correctly into Patman on the site. Good. TP from Jemkin.
Yay, bro, we can't be doing
a bit of damage at the moment, but you just feel like the spike is.
She's so weird. It just
Yeah. Oh, second.
happens to NRG, bro.
Got RQ members up by Heaven as
Am I
well.
getting ads? Dude,
Then the
become a
Titans
member, you
versus
won't get ads, I don't think.
Guy.
I think that's how that works.
Collect onto another kill,
Pay me
Jemkin
money.
well, and the round, of course, ultimately goes over to RQ.
Yeah, but it's a thrifty. I think everybody should have been expecting coming in towards this series, right?
I'm kidding. I'll press the skip ads button next time. I completely missed it. Oh yeah, I don't have that set up. I need to set that up.
To just have free territory again.
Different flight path as well, Komodo, and that means Patman needing to play a much different.
There just needs to be like actual rewards for it, and I have no idea what to put for that.
Currently undiscovered, not hit by the Nightfall as well, and it just gives him a bit more timing and space to then push in alongside his.
They're full fighting into CT here. Nice shot from Crazy Guy. What the fuck?
He gets denied, and it's just Paper X with 2 left.
Should save here.
He's noted at least one position, but he cannot.
It feels bad to save here when he has
The
knives.
spike just continues to beep off. Crazy Guy springs back up, and it's just.
Ew.
Your opponents as well, right? If you're going
7 viewers, fire emoji, heck yeah.
Through, I mean,
Yeah, I have memberships unlocked, but I don't have them set up. Like I didn't
be gone.
go do that.
I say that, I laugh with tears in my eyes. That's it though. RQ, of course, a much better showing right now.
This is what I'm talking about earlier, though. Paper X.
True and real. My jet knives are nice.
Some more bodies towards the A site, but it's the conditioning factor of RRQ. Where they
You're gonna clear deep A here and have a full rotate towards mid. Let's.
Ooh, but everyone
Dude,
in the spot
I hate when people do that.
just doesn't quite blow anything up. Jing, then again,
I despise when pro players do that. You know, nobody is over towards A. I need to open that. Okay. You know nobody's over towards A. So they have to be. And you'd imagine they're not full 5-manning B main. So they would have to be in here or in here. Why would we swing dry alone here before our vents guys if we know that they can be here and they could be 5? What would the reasoning be?
Still have their options, and it's going to be the current TP into backside. Forsaken's attention being pulled away. He has to try to hold the angle. He spotted out Zepkin.
I mean, also, like, I hate when anybody does that. But specifically pro players, because they know better. I feel like we shouldn't be taking our knife out there, Forsaken, but...
And he's still sneaking his way up, skulking his way forward.
Ooh. Okay, he definitely made up for those jet knives whiffs.
But hey, putting up those performances.
Yeah, well,
similar approach in this round.
high-low setup though over at this B site.
Something that RQ hasn't contended
Guys,
with
you're
before.
supposed to
And
follow
Forsaken
up.
come
Oh
out
my
on top with
god.
duels. Defy as well, eliminating Jemkin, but
They fucked that up so bad.
then trying to play around the pillars, but yes, completely exposed thanks to that haunt.
Bit of utility for a retake here. No smokes for Paper X though. Seekers invested.
You're supposed to follow up off of Meunier there. Nobody peeked after him. And then after he died, Jemkin TP'd. And they still win the round somehow, because it's fucking RRQ and these players are amazing. But like, yeah, they didn't swing, they let Jemkin die, they do trade Jemkin, to be fair. Forsaken is completely lost on site though, so it's a 3v3.
Bit of utility for a retake here. No smokes for Paper X though. Seekers invested.
Which would give them some
Oh my god, Jing.
shot down for now. Something with 2 kills around the pillar.
Shot from Cushy.
Sometimes it is out of your
That's
hands,
so
though. You
bad,
just
man.
need to hit your shots with your crosshair.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. But that said, that would be RRQ playing things extremely well with the micro adjustments. Haunt towards the side, it completely flushes or
What? What is the read here?
Round 11, and right now
Wait, guys. Guys, there's another site.
the best weaponry. Defy though, decent trade for now.
Yeah, numbers are here. Spike not yet needing to be
And they're gonna full flood. I guess it's an eco. Okay, Jemkin's just the GOAT though. They know he's here. Please let him ace. Please let him ace.
Left in the mag. Something though, still looking for the fights against the counterpart Russian across the other side. He finds yet another kill.
And how do you play this as Jemkin? You've got every single piece of your ability right now.
Has to go for the spike plant. Something then.
Could pop knives.
Elevation.
Why don't we pop knives here? We have 3 bullets something.
He has to be aware of this. He has to work around the pillars. Spots it,
Oh my
and that's
god.
ace.
Dude, what a round from Jemkin.
Comes out with some
And good stack from Paper X. I'm gonna give them credit for that. Even though it looked really silly on the minimap. What the fuck is this Viper?
information that he's in the vent as well, so you don't even need a contender. You're through it. Forsaken none the wiser.
Snuck past, and with Forsaken gone, that makes the B side that much more open.
Space that Jemkin's taking as well. With the clone, play distractor.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
wow.
Means he can
Okay.
fight and then meet up with the team. This is going swimmingly for RRQ.
I mean, they're just rolling them right now.
Every single letter up by mailroom. Something though, able to sneak up from stairs. So possibly another round with elevation going forward. The blades have been drawn, but Jing has been silenced. 1v4 and something.
Nice.
Just go.
The fourth map.
Alright.
Rex leading very handsomely with those. RRQ already gathering a lot of information at the end.
Attack side now for Paper X, where their comp should be significantly better.
As Paper X play a little bit more silently towards the B side of things, seeing no over investments from RRQ, no one going by themselves. Refreshing.
Divide bot, orb, and wall on pistol.
Harvard does.
Maybe that might be the better Viper buy. Adba.
A bit of information, a little bit of a forward position now for Paper X, getting pretty close towards a B pop.
Right.
This guy buys fucking wall and molly on pistol with a ghost every time.
Who's kind of given up the site.
Yeah, you recognize that when the
Just buy full util at that point, buddy.
towards a retake.
Yeah, that's why he's saving up that paranoia as well. Props it up right now in this moment. The entire team surrounding him.
Zero utility for Paper X here.
Unless it's on defense. If it's on defense, I'm fine with the molly buy. You buy fucking ghost molly on pistol round as Viper. On attack, on icebox.
Inside the smoke though, and it's just Paper X finding first contact. Petman and something out from heaven as well. And the only one left then is Cushy. Sort of
Shit is
not
ass.
spotted, but as soon as you make a single peep, the entire force of Paper X will turn their crosshairs.
A little bit crazy. This is a bit of a lighter buy coming in towards the bonus though for this map. A couple of pistols, a couple of specters, and a marshal for something.
Not a single rifle.
I am better than you, says Rev Adba.
Still, RRQ currently able to read this.
Literally find me one example of a professional player buying or no, Molly and Ghost on pistol. On Viper. Find me one example of it from the past year.
If he plays close, he might be able to find some right clicks, but with the angles exposed, Jing will quickly deal with him.
Doesn't somebody do something fucking insane here? I saw the clip of this. I think. Was it something just owning them with the Marshall? No.
Give us a corpse.
Never mind. Maybe it's a different round.
There we go. You got paint shells, you got a seize. Love that. And that's not too bad. And
Wow, that is a great setup.
a little bit more going through it. It's just Forsaken left. He's up by heaven. I know the spike is still going to go off, but alts and points being found. By
And it has to be attack of any map. I don't care what map it is as long as they're playing Viper and it's the pistol round and they bought Ghost and Molly.
just never expect it. Even if you're going for the jiggle, somehow something with a punish, and that means you got to place a player around mid just to watch.
Different clip? Okay. I mean, yeah, I imagine so. But also, nice shot from something. They're wait, no, they just... Wait, what? They're full buying into this round? I guess they lost all the guns.
A little bit more.
So that actually makes some sense.
Found by Paper Rex off of that. Thankfully able to get crash away.
Yeah, thankfully indeed.
It's a virus loop clip from China? Oh, okay.
No angles to be found around the B side. It's just crazy.
Guy back out towards spawn. He almost missed that TP. If Paper Rex committed to that, he's dead.
Scenario where RQ left without resources. Just angles though.
A plant in the 5 versus 4.
Safer plant for Paper Rex, so not leaving themselves exposed towards spawn. You do have Jing kind of concealing his
Good
movement
punish.
towards the bottom as well.
Nice shot from something though. Knows that Jemkin's in hell. Nice. Good round from Paper X. I think if they didn't have the op, that would have been a bad decision though. Like, since they were able to force the op up, I think buying the 5 rifles there was good.
Or try and disrespect if you want to play close line with a judge, for example, as Xfero.
I don't mind it in that case, but
any jewels that'll come his way at the
if it was just if it was 5 like Vandals and Phantoms, then that would have been a bad buy. Nice, good exec here.
How Paper Rex are playing.
I genuinely don't understand how this comp is so good on attack, but it is. Like, the other double duelist comps feels like they get shut down a lot on their attack, or a lot more than this one at attack. Or comps that just have more util. You'd think that the more util would be better for execs and stuff, but the execs with this comp are so good.
Blown off the body. You'll take that as a kill. We needed an advantage for RRQ, right? They needed to find a good opener here on this defensive side. Now a challenge towards this A site where, again, it's Jemkin with the operator.
Sniper over.
But did you see Apex signings?
For RRQ, but not for the third time. Third time's a charm for Paper X, who are moving forward in, especially with Seekers just flushing RRQ away. Looking for a spike plant though.
Yeah, you got to find some timing to have a little bit of stability, have a breath at the moment. Devi still has the poison orb as well as a snake spy, but he's finding some timing.
Yeah, might be able to sneak through. Petman though, no more flashes, which means he's going to be kind of pinned down close to the site. Still though, concealing their movements, making things as silent as possible. RQ thinking to play safe instead.
The timing on, yeah, he's found it perfectly against Devi.
He's trying to make a play in a 2v3.
Just at the right time, Devi would have no idea. Even though the spike is down, now how do you isolate every single duel?
NT.
The first swing from
That was definitely winnable with Old Sky. If he gets a flashback there,
Everybody
pop out through the smoke off tap, bam.
Once again, early engagements may very well go Jemkin's way with the operator.
yeah, different line being held as well. Paper X would be none the wiser. However, something might have an inkling. Dashes right forward alongside that showstopper as well. Jing looking to find effect with it, and he will collapse onto Arctic Sparrow. This allows him to then continue holding Heaven.
Yeah, they had no idea that he was resatcheling up in towards the rafters there.
That's the thing about attack side on
Keep forgetting that I need to have my OBS open at the same time so I can see Twitch chat. Like I have the YouTube open and the OBS open over it. Just good post plant positions here. Really nice from Paper X. Not overdoing it. Just playing the game normally.
One isolated round here and there. This time, they've been starting to find their footing. Ooh. And that's just going to be a scared little Monyet running back towards the site. The shorty at that range.
That breaks their eco.
Decent info though, and you got 2 smokes all being baited out right now.
But not finding anything further towards A main to see if anyone had started.
This is a really bad buy for RRQ.
Yeah, still someone needing to play safe, and that flash will just confirm that there's a possible other shotgun hiding within close range around Mail.
Definitely an angle for Jemkin here to try and find 1 or 2 and then get out, meet with Cushy.
I mean, this truly is just Paper X continuing to dot their T's, dot their I's and cross their T's until Jemkin.
Dot their T's and cross their I's. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, something. Down for the count. There was the one from Jemkin
Alright.
talking about. Now you're looking for a bit of a
Still gonna commit into A here after losing one to Jemkin.
And possibly for RQ
Cushy playing a terrible spot.
Well, it's just gonna be Jemkin with a share for now though, and it's working pretty decently.
Jemkin gets another.
Monyet, but the shorty. Need to see the lion's share done by probably Jemkin.
Yeah.
Shell's blast pack still could be good. Jing might not have an idea. He will dispatch off the first though. And looks
He
for
picks up a
the
rifle
That's where
and gets a kill.
Vandal
That's
to the side
crazy.
go. RRQ has a great chance because Patman's been fully
They
flanked,
can't
still
lose
the forward,
this.
but it's just a 5 left. Tries to go for a
Oh
straight
my
transfer, but it's not
god.
found. Xpero with the
Paper X can't be losing that. I know Jemkin hit some nice shots, but Forsaken's a little too far ahead of them there.
Really feel like Jemkin just had to hit the
Jing's a little overcommitted to the refight on ramp, and it's just
See if he'll
a,
have
bun-
the
a,
opening
a few
duel.
solo duels,
Cushy
and
down
Jemkin
below.
catching them off guard.
He's done it again, hasn't he?
keep
He's
tool for
cooking on this
RRQ
map right now.
Paper X though not backing down. It's something straight in with the shorty once again. Just quickly dispatched of. Then of course you got the rest of the team trying to work around elbow. Jemkin still in position.
Cushy.
Side,
What
but
are... No! Just fight together!
marking these angles.
Guys, no Monyet.
Another tries to blast back them away, but doesn't quite work out. Off to the
Okay,
Jemkin
Devi
as
is
well.
just trolling.
Some slight resets.
Seekers from Patman off the plant. Gonna choose to invest them here.
That gives some further information.
One is
We know
ramp.
that one is up by ramp. Where could the other be? It's a little bit
I have no
obvious
idea
as
where the
well.
other Seeker went.
But with the smokes coming up, another duel being isolated and
Oh,
Forsaken
what a round by Forsaken.
They're trying to
Trolled last round, but won them this round. Doing the win-win loss strat. I
figure
think, wait, right? That's what it was? No, they're just trading rounds back and forth, except Paper X has better eco.
He's trying to figure out who's where. 10 to 10. As I said, a bit of a lighter investment from RRQ coming in towards this round. You've got the Nightfall, you've got the Pit. If Paper X take things real slow, you could choose to use them. But if Paper X decide to just go in towards the A site, there would be nobody to stop them.
I'm just gonna regroup for an A hit here.
to welcome them. They've been having that much success on the site.
Yeah, you just need to make sure that you're blocking any vision of ramp, where Jemkin likes to lie in wait.
Yeah, blocking everything off. So Jemkin's Sheriff not able to sing right now.
Potentially plant open as well. Give your team as much
Alright.
options as you can.
Full 5v5 retake here with Viper ult.
It's being blocked off.
2 Sky Flashes still.
Pit now coming up.
Cheeky one
You
too.
can get one towards Heaven for info, use one off contact or something like that.
You could see, a Prowler investor or a Boombot from Monyet. Get some paint shells in there as well to clear out the close angles.
Maybe.
Just gonna choose to go through Heaven instead.
And if you find a little bit more, maybe the alt's coming through
Yeah.
as well.
Damn, Monyet.
Diving straight in. He's got
Just
that
fried him.
And he's just hammering
There's no
every
way
single
this is
player
doable.
down until Jemkin goes in
Oh
for a
my
trade of his own.
god.
It's just something left, and now he's back up from Heaven, but he's got so many targets to contend with.
Using another anti-eco Paper X.
Full firing squad, and he's down to 5 HP.
Zephyr gets another classic kill.
Did it right?
More
Quite a long time.
Good god. Paper X should have won this map.
Yeah, Paper X possibly
if they didn't troll.
The snake bite though will completely deter the dinosaurs.
Yeah, another opening frag going the way of Jemkin with the shorty. Still has dimensional drift as well to scope things out a little bit later where you might want to just
Guarantee you Slicky says that on Plat Chat. When did I start recording? Oopsies. Streaming the whole time, but I didn't mean to start recording.
In a 1vx duel.
Precisely. Not too eager as well. I mean, look at that tight angle from Monette. And now in position to possibly send a showstopper.
I was gonna say, I want to see what Devi's trying to do over at this pit, but if this is a call for Paper Rex to go through vents and start to sneak in the back lines of A, that would actually be the right call.
Making more noise. If you did have Xfero pushing out, this might have been a different story, but it will be Paper
This
Rex
is like the perfect counter. They make a bunch of noise towards B, force all the B rotates, and leave Zephyro completely alone in A main in the Viper roll.
Potential retake from main.
Silent, strong
Site's
back
clear.
into the corner
They should have taken space somewhere else.
not yet sounding off.
Drift out though
They're
from
cooked here.
Jemkin.
There's simply no way.
The showstopper, not
Unless
correct, but
Meunier missed the ult, but
Initiates the fight. That's 3 kills now. And
Jemkin
now
just
for
fried him.
guy to chime in as well from screens. The trade protocols just to push through and get more space into the site.
with here, Paper Rex do have another
They should have either tried to punish the pit somehow, or taken some space and spawn like when they were in heaven.
Advantages here. Well, will it go back in the favor of RRQ yet again?
Those blades are gonna have to be swift and precise, if anything.
Yeah.
Might have a judge to aid as well, but how much is it really gonna work out? RQ got the defensive setups.
Yeah, something has been cut down a little bit in the beginning of these past couple of rounds, but now, like a hot knife through butter, he really needs to just get them easy.
Why?
The weapon draw animation took a little bit longer than he expected. And out for Prowlers from Cushy as well. Further information being found by...
He dashed and then just didn't move. Hatman actually looking like me out there, bro. What is he up to? Great trades from Paper Rex. He popped the flash like inside his body.
He's pulled him out of this one potentially, hasn't he? 1 versus 3 for Xfero.
He's got to pick up a weapon at the very least.
Yeah, he will be able to, but is this the one that you want? It's the one that you've been favoring in this map.
At this situation, though...
Drop us the message on
so.
PC. Alright, bye-bye.
Looks for further
I'll Hold on. Yes, now it's working. There you go. I unplugged my mic on accident, but it should be dropping like at some point after the EMEA games are done. I'll have to wait for the entire tournament to finish, but so it'll be like a week or so from now.
11. Will Paper Rex push us into overtime, or will RRQ be able to close it here? And now, for the last round of regulation, something again just not able to find value in the beginning engagements. Well, for each round, space was found for the team, for sure, but it already feels like, you know, RRQ kind of did give that to them, recognizing they don't have the numbers in the top tower, so you fall on back.
Do you see any using Sheriff on pistol on attack, Adba? And what map are you watching?
Everybody at the A site, the numbers needed for RRQ.
Yeah, sudden call and good read from Crazy Guy as well. Into position, but the showstopper though.
Good read by Jing.
Of his life. That will be then more space for Paper Rex to shore up around A ramp.
If you find any on attack on Icebox, I'll give it to you.
First casualty in this round. Silence for Paper Rex. Seekers would spot 3 towards this A side at the moment, towards the heavens.
Defense on Icebox, I actually don't mind it. I think it's fine.
Them into more space, but Xfero will certainly give them a bit of a warning sign. Off to the site though, the sudden
RP Retla, Mind Freak, Lotus, Icebox split. Dude, you're copying Retla, brother. Give it up.
hard to fight. The second kill, and it's just RRQ left. We might go into overtime, folks, because Jing.
But attack on like other maps where it's not the solo controller.
All half HP.
Mind Freak by Sheriff, both sides on Lotus.
Jemkin with the flashes. Does he have the vision? Does he have the sightlines? Looks for the duel, but in for the transfer. Forsaken.
From our duelists across these two maps.
Yeah, well, you might
Well,
have
yeah, that's Mind Freak, bro.
27 kills up on RQ. You've got two duelists or two players from Paper Rex who've got 21 kills apiece.
Yeah, brothers in arms. To the defensive side. See if they can continue with where they were able to find some little bits of
Like with the comp that we were using with the Teo KO, you should have been buying full util, because the Molly was really helping us on the pistol rounds.
Just to deny RQ a ramp control.
But we need the orb in mid, so we can actually like mid round on that map.
Again, finding first death.
oh, the angle. Next Pharaoh wins that one.
And Trailblazer might be able to get a kill until that snake bite burns it away. Off to the site though. Paper Rex, some urgency up from heaven, as well as screens possibly, but Jemkin reads that, holds down elbow. Ramp as well as additional angles being found by RRQ. Paper Rex will have to find kills in order to get a clearer picture into sight.
Yeah, this just isn't happening.
Not good.
Are a little bit disconnected here.
Drops down, shot fired.
I wasn't paying enough attention to flame them fully, so I'll just say that they're a little disconnected.
Decent trade, and it's just Divine a 1v2. The spike
Yeah.
still beeping away.
Devi's playing for stats.
They could go in for a double peek, and that
Damn, Cushy.
a
Oh,
singular
yeah, I thought the series was over for some reason.
The lead going back onto their now defensive side.
something glass cannon.
Yeah, a bit of an interesting one. He's kind of fallen off a little bit, right? In the tail end of this map too. Just getting shut down time and time again at the very beginning. Bringing an operator onto the attacking side, you need to be very aware and having a teammate next to you, you feel like, in case you miss the shot.
Could be something that RQ doesn't expect, but they're pushing.
Wow, he's just gonna walk out here.
So rewarding if they can find it.
Well, Forsaken is marking the back. However,
I get Forsaken, just 1-for-1, but
so Paper Rex
much better for RRQ, even though it's a 1-for-1 with defense now.
Down the heavy
Paper X doesn't have any smokes.
So you definitely take that as RRQ for
Something's gonna dry peek this with an...
He wins the duel against Crazy Guy. Advantage for Paper X into the B side. Dash across, dodging the flashes. Jemkin, he wants to do the party, he wants to do the damage.
and he's holding the angles with assistance from the team.
How is something getting these kills?
Triple! Just a 1v1 left, and Jemkin has an ult.
Where does he think the Devi is coming from, though? He's got the ult, but time right now for Devi to get in his head.
Devi.
Jemkin knows. Wow. But you would have fucking raged there if you were Devi. Why is he looking at me, bro? He knows.
So for Paper X, the game against DFM going to that stretch.
Had on Pearl. Meanwhile, for RQ, it's both losses on Pearl.
Yep.
As well.
Interesting for me as well that both teams are opting to go for the Killjoy instead of the Vice as well. See maybe who can do their best Margaret impression. I always think Margaret on this map is stellar.
Right, they both want to go in for those fights rather than taking their time with things, buying out time with the shear wall and such. Right now, it's a drone for info, and we've avoided that drone.
Yeah, I was going to say how much is that going to force Paper X to rotate a little bit to the A site, but you got to remember it is where the Sentinel is the Guardian, so we'll see essentially what Forsaken does there, what the art play comes out for Paper X. Meanwhile, B is kind of free reign, free territory, right? You gather the orb there as RRQ.
Bit of a reset back towards A now.
Not really seeing any overinvestment.
Yeah, and Paper X is okay with that.
I'm on Neon, you're on your true and real.
Going in for a possible retake play. Paper
What's
X
Chris
is
playing?
down to 50 seconds. You don't see anything yet. Let's begin to traverse forward.
But where do they want to go, right? Generally, when you're running on the Vice, if you're going towards the A site, you see a lot of teams have this shear that cuts off through top and mid towards A main. In running the Killjoy, you're expecting to hear a turret or something, right? So if you hear nothing at the moment, now the utility all comes
Why is
forward,
Crazy Guy lurking A?
what's happening is going to have to be a retake.
Teo?
Yeah.
Don't T1 play this with Fade?
Crazy Guy
Is
just
in another
I'm like 90% sure T1 play this with Fade. Or Sova. It's Sova, 100%. Sorry, you game Pearl. Yeah, they play it with Sova, bro. I'll put you on Sage, bro. Don't try me. What? I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that they don't play Teo on this map. T1 don't. It's Sova. And fine, I'll play Sage and we'll lose. I'll wall you off every round.
He's in another post.
the Omega dimension.
Yeah.
Dude, we should play the old 100 Thieves 2022 comp on this map. I forget. I remember they played something against Fnatic at Champs when Pearl had like just came out and they beat them. Yeah, this game. Yeah, we should play this comp right here. So Sage Solo Sentinel. With Raze. Yeah, press skip ads button. There we go. Thoughts on that, Adba?
One Paper X though, they eliminate the turret, so RQ begins to watch their flanks somewhat. That's when Forsaken alongside Divide begin to
Not even entertaining that.
small chunk of damage with the spike.
The turret, watch the flank by the way. Crazy guy's noted now.
So not too
Dude,
bad.
where is Crazy Guy?
In clarity, Paper X are just happy to take the numbers fights head on. Off towards Link though, and it's
Oh, Jemkin's just in a great spot.
completely crunched up.
That's so well played. With the emojis, yeah.
They're given those sort of scenarios. What
See
they
the heart
do.
emojis.
So if they don't have to adjust too much, that's really going to work favor for them. Just coming into this second round though, lots of rifles, deep lanes on this map of course. For something bringing out the Marshal, need to see him connect with some shots. Maybe not fall first.
We should play this Paper X comp. I play Jet.
Just hold on.
Lyle plays Phoenix.
RQ though, ooh, if we're talking about something falling first, this might be where that happens.
I mean, it is the second round though, right?
Fair enough.
Just
Goes into
completely
the
whiffs
lead.
that.
He spots numbers and spades, and he calls out for the team.
But what can you do here? You've got.
We play Premiere this Thursday.
Yeah, maybe play inside of the smokes. They're looking for the
What
Jing does find the first
map
one.
is it?
RQ, they've got the flashes, they've got the forces, and they will continue to overwhelm Jing. Another kill though, and he gets a third. A brilliant flash, but Jemkin will snuff him out. Just Forsaken left, who does have the Marshal.
No idea? Okay. You should ask people to play, so we can make sure.
Take out Jemkin one-on-one, different scenario potentially. Lion share damage done by Jing. Feel like Jemkin stepping up in the previous map, carrying that over in towards
Right.
this one. Now the bonus round for Paper X.
Bit of a mid play here.
That's where you would
With the
love
TP
to
out
see
towards long. Oh, okay, they're doing the Jogamo thing.
his head back into the game, especially in a crucial round like this one. But Jemkin out from the back with the dimensional drift. The salvos as well.
That's
and causing
really
the
nice from
Sheriff.
RRQ. Something still gets a kill though.
Sheriff. Jemkin back sight.
Got to run it back as Jing.
Zephyro hadn't put his stars down. This is like
You've already lost the control of the
kind of
site. You
bad.
need to
Tell
take
me
over.
what map it is. Brother, I just asked you.
Stars
I don't know.
as well. We begin with the hot hands to block out position, but it's been quickly shot down. Still, though, the rest of the team
Take
with
care so
numbers
far.
are able to find trades. Cushy trying to hold out by Pillar. Silences the first duel. Off to the next. Hetman out from heaven.
Holy shit, those were some shots from Cushy. Wait, Cushy's playing Killjoy?
That would have been a sinister round for RRQ to find. Just one alive at the end for Paper X too.
Look it up.
There's going to be a couple of
No.
kills coming into it. The fact that there's a dimensional drift, by the way, coming in towards that round.
Push us to a map 5, maybe.
I won't.
Hetman with the stability, though. 3-2 stack.
Towards the A site now. Drone in early to back it on up as well. Monyet to be sent on in. Divide has to be really careful. Can't get it done. Who other than Jemkin to find the first?
Yeah, quick bulldoze, quick contact, and Paper X has no choice but to hang back.
I'm in class now. Bye, Adba. I'll see you later.
Really gonna provide.
Hop on Minecraft.
That lockdown makes things
You
so
can.
awkward as well, doesn't it?
What the literal fuck are you doing, Cushy?
Will continue to push up, but they're gonna have to cool off because of that ult.
You have to.
Patman though finds elevation to take the lockdown away. Stuns up from Monyet.
What
Hetman
are they
with another
doing?
kill. It's just Xfera left, but he does have vision. Stars up as well. Takes down the first frag.
These VCT vids. If you go on VLR.gg, you can look up all the games here. It'll have like the ongoing games, so the EMEA ones still, and then you can look at the completed ones and go back through these games and click this, and it has the maps here. I'm assuming that's what you're asking, right? For the VODs.
The goods. He hops up the stairs. Xfera, no!
Yes.
Xfera left, but he does
Good
have
clutch
vision.
from Zephyro.
Stars up as well.
I mean, terribly played by RRQ before this, but I feel like pushing now is bad when he just used the suck. Yeah, alright, perf. Alright, bit of an A main take with the recall star. Why did he call it the alpha side?
Just so much info into A site.
Yeah, Jing as well on the Phoenix.
I feel like we need to be ready to break that, Jing.
So it's good timing on the Nebula at least to stave off any rush attempts from RRQ. If you can try and force them towards the B side at the moment, you're very happy with that as Paper X, right? That's where your outlaw is. That's where the main gun that you want to do some damage is right now. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. A minute to go. RRQ. They change up their own approach now as well, which if they continue this one quite...
Alright, so Jebkin's gonna fake the A site a little bit here and TP out. He's got it all the way towards spawn.
Trying to work around that, but yeah, it does come down to something, doesn't it? Until
I mean, this feels really obvious, but maybe that's just me being a mini-map merchant.
He's got a gate crash, it's alright.
Just TP, Jebkin.
Oh no, yeah, he does have one.
Oh,
You didn't see him?
Hot hand spent though.
oh, that's baited something to
Go now? Yep, perfect. I like that timing. Something gets one with the outlaw.
Too far.
Yeah, unfortunate something tried to
Why?
this moment, but RQ denies it.
Makes things really hard though. No blades.
You're in a 5v4.
But again, the hot hands were already spent,
Just
so RQ
fucking
are
stay together.
happy to mark these angles up towards heaven. The swing out from Forsaken does aid them somewhat until the rest of
Yeah.
RQ just pulled down their mouse.
Yeah.
We're on map 3.
Okay, that's definitely a timeout coming up.
Yeah. Alex is me after that round, bro. Something fucking trolled.
Bit of a wrong read in that scenario.
I mean, he's hungry, almost too hungry, starved for these moments.
Like, if he peeked that and was kind of holding with the outlaw and died, I wouldn't flame him too bad.
Paper X.
But it would still be not great.
Start to sniff a bunch of this utility out towards the B side of things. Alarm bot for force contact, but Paper Rex are actually holding dub up through A main. Meanwhile, Dimensional Drift at B.
Oh, Paper X will
What?
find Xpharaoh, something
Oh, he's
almost
in astral form.
losing his
Okay.
life, but
That makes
still
more
the
sense.
sight handed over onto RQ. Forsaken with the Odin spam, however, fully blind.
Nice spawn take.
Not able to find anything further. The
What?
Odin, though, and it's
Guys.
the man who stops it.
But Jemkin's still alive, remember?
They were on.
He's still able
They
to
were not on the same page. Oh my god, Cushy.
again, but not able to get the spike planted. There's a full minute though.
Flash spawn fight street.
Gate
Oh,
crash.
he can reset
Grab the
this.
spike, maybe
Has
get out.
flashes as well, down to holding the angle. Jing trying to get a bit more space. Devi is low, so he knows he's trying to play it safe. They know that Jemkin's looking for the spike plant, and that's the precise.
You destroy a bit of the economy though as RRQ. You force them for a bit of a lesser buy, though they did win 2 thrifties in the last map, so we'll see what they can do here. Monyet ahead of the curve, down for the count.
And Paper X upwards into main. Still
Oh,
trying
good
to hold the
fast
angles,
train.
and RQ continues to peek out, but this will be a lot of control. It's only Forsaken though, onto the B side, and he's been noted.
Yeah, needed to see a lifeline.
Uh-oh.
Paper X to keep them in
Forsaken is kinda cooked here.
good stead on this map. That's a lot of bodies spotted out from Forsaken though, stuck in the holes.
Just stay alive. You gotta judge. He's waiting.
Good
for
ult from
Nightfall.
Patman.
Nightfall sent over by his team, but into the smoke.
Great kill from
Nothing
Cushy
really
as
found.
well. He
Cushy
kills both, and they're gonna go back A
tries
now.
to push into Link.
He's found both of them. At
They
the
should.
end. What does this
Don't
mean
know
for
what
RRQ?
crazy guy's doing here.
Leave? Certainly not. That's the question that you have to ask yourselves as Paper Rex, and that's where it gets so
Cushy.
darn
God.
confusing. Cushy.
He's so good. Make him play Sentinel every map,
Doesn't
bro.
really matter where they go at the moment, you feel like. Patman and Forsaken are confused on what to do.
Ooh.
Where are they going? And well, back into B. Now you know, but at this
Dude,
point,
they're doing, man.
how can you really
Like,
play
I have no idea what
weapon, but Cushy's already
RRQ are doing.
Focus
And
on
I have the whole
back.
mini-map.
Paper
Which
X
is, that's not a good round, by the way, from RRQ. Like, they're just running back and forth and can't make a decision. Just go somewhere and stick with it.
being able
You don't have to hit the perfect site every
for
time.
RRQ.
Bit of a trap here too.
Yeah, Paper X.
They got
All of
4
this
here.
RRQ ready for the
Nice.
play. They are able to mow every single Paper X player to kill. And that will be that.
Well played from RRQ.
See what they've got in store for us on this round. As mentioned, Jing still holding on to the runner back. 6-point ulti. You can refresh that time and time again to have huge success on a map like Pearl.
Oh wow, that's a nice stun.
With the off back in as well, not spotting too much out. The entire PaperX core on the A site needs to hold true.
Oh, but this is a bit of a trap, isn't it? Devi is stuck. The fact that he loses that duel, super awkward. The fact that the lockdown takes a while to come in toward it too. Just disrespected into the site. Can establish a plant here as RRQ look to hold it with numbers.
Yeah, the only way that this goes forward for PaperX is if they begin to find the picks, something with a possible angle. Jing in with a run it back, just fully pushes out. Something then out from Doug, able to take down Monyet. 3v3, and RQ have a crossfire set up. Crazy guy holding the
Oh, he almost didn't get cleared. Good trade from Jemkin. You gotta get out of the
ult
ult now, though.
Where is he gonna go? You have to come out because something's sticking the spike to halfway. Jemkin needing to
Good stick from something.
not being found. It's Forsaken picking one back.
I respect the trust there from something.
When the dimensional drift is activated from Jemkin, then he's a little bit stuck. No teammates to play on the back of that information. So that lifeline yet again given over towards PaperX to see if they can tie things up. But you still got to chip away again against another gun round from RRQ. Still leaning towards this A side, a bit of a split through Art where there's going to be no info from PaperX. They're going to have to try and have a focal point towards winning this main fight.
Precisely that. PaperX hasn't really played this position, and that's why RRQ, Crazy Guy, has opted to go for this. The Prowler, though, at the right time, the C's as well.
Great flash, great refight here, forcing them back in Art.
Leave A, we've seen too many members.
Yeah, looking for contact, but it's also the utility being spent. Out from Connector, though, Forsaken. A slight angle, but also RQ with the movement to bypass all of it. It's down to something. He's got to watch the angles, but the overdrive.
Good flash.
Really connect the shot.
Nice shot, something. Holy shit. Looking like me out there. He is so cooked.
I wonder if Divide has to use the Cosmic Divide here for this retake. It would be good. Damage delivered on the hot hands.
Good hot hands. What? Crazy Guy gets that kill?
Once again, RRQ, a couple up by Pillar, but Forsaken marks it. The operator being marked down as well, because she still comes up with another kill. It's a 2v2, and Padman goes in for the swing. What confidence! And it's down to Xpharaoh, undetected so far. And he sleuths forward. Cosmic Divide up. Gravity well as well, and it's in.
What is this Astral Wall? What is this? What angle is this Astral Wall meant to block off? I'm really curious, because the guy can come long like this, see the bomb like that. Like, he can't come wide here, I guess, but he can also, like, just run around here and peek through the back. It doesn't cover street. It doesn't cover heaven to the bomb. Like, is it for... Like, if it's for this bomb plant, it covers heaven, street, but doesn't cover long. Like, if you think it's here, just wall like that, bro. Oh, actually, no. Wait. I'm wrong. This is actually a good wall. If he thinks it's planted here. But it's not. So. Don't know what we're doing. Still. Regardless, good retake from PaperX. Almost said good retake.
Oh, 4 members.
Pushing up again. It's gonna be contact with the off, and then for the. Look at this. Flashes for flashes, and Jemkin is completely stunned.
Damn.
Yeah, that's commanding, isn't it? There. And now you've got the information noted that Kushi is up through the street, but you don't necessarily need to give him the jewel, right? You see that this is an investment from Ara.
You're happy to play the full ultimates for.
Happy enough. They looked a bit better, you know, for the game against Nongshim, but then you also remember, well, Nongshim did trail at the half, and there was not a lot from RRQ on defense as well. So I start to put things in perspective, right? You've got your defensive sides that you've been able to figure out so far over on Fracture that, well, it was 13-2. You had 2 rounds on defense.
Right, now they're able to shut that down.
Rounds is definitely more than 2.
Let's just run it back. Let's just go.
Gonna take another A main fight. Holy shit. Both teams are going for this too. It's not like this is just PaperX forcing this.
Salvos, and he just goes in for it as well. Jing support from the Haunt, and he's looking for the wallbang shots. Monyet, though, looking for space
Dodges
from the
it.
side.
Nice,
The
Jing.
will not be able to sound off. Something in with another angle being held as
So
well.
there.
All of a sudden,
Nice,
this
Jing.
crazy
Pops the
guy
ult, gets traded. Well played.
go off in that
Good round to equalize that half from Paper X. They didn't play the greatest half of Valorant ever, but
momentum being found.
they locked in.
4 rounds in a row. Monyet with the pushes out from A-main.
Back towards pistol round RRQ from the first one of this map. Paper X though leading in Pacific with number 1 pistol collections. Looking to remove a bit of this utility over through Art. But
wait,
meanwhile,
Paper X are number 1 in pistols in Pacific? Somebody's got to tell Sliggy that, bro. See what he thinks.
Well, you might need a reposition. And now Gate Crash out of there.
Info found, and rotations beginning to move across the board, but you do have some slight lurks all across. Forsaken, possibly.
Monyet's going to be here quick though. Remember, on the Neon.
Okay, I can double check that just to make sure.
I'll tell you what,
Let's check here. So Haven, all maps, pistol round win rate. Oh my god, they are. Somebody's got to tell Sliggy, bro.
it's just as quick. It's going to be Paper X with the double duelist, looking for some space in towards halls, but it hasn't been found yet. It's Jemkin who's hiding inside, but the ghost shots.
Jemkin
they're
gets
not there.
one.
It's Cushy and Xpera off the
Nice
back.
refight.
It's Monyet as well. Paper X once again looking for the trades to find more space, and they found it. It's just Crazy Guy left.
And they saw where those salvos came from too.
To know exactly where he is. Do they push up though? Surely not. You've got the turrets, you've got the placements. Just more obstacles for Crazy Guy to contend with until the spike goes down. Crazy Guy trying to find the right moment to isolate the duels. He's hugging the corners, hugging the walls, but Forsaken will be a little bit...
Well played.
Especially back hall, when you consider it's Jing with the flashes, he continuously sends them out.
I don't really have much to say about that round, honestly. Where's this Molly land? I'd imagine in one of the cubbies, right? Yeah. So they're thinking front pillar in the cubby there.
Yeah, you're just kind of not wanting to run into the stack, right? You're making sure that you're seeing that if no one's home from RRQ at this side, well, let's just plan open and defend it. Eventually, RRQ are going to have to second guess themselves in their stack towards A and throw caution to the wind, look for some damage, go up the spike, you know, standard anti-eco things when you don't go for a bit of a force fight. So little by little, Paper X will creep in towards this B site, put their bits of utility there, go for the plant, and then let's just see what RRQ have for us. If anything at all, because there is a very real world that they all just...
Yeah, this looks like a die to the spike round.
Yeah, that's true.
If I've ever seen one.
So quick.
Maybe something's gonna go for some.
Come on, guys. Come on.
I don't see
What's
five
up,
kills
chat?
now.
Come
How are we doing?
That's the first. Oh, salvos.
Maybe I
There's number
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that name because I have no idea how, and I don't want to
something
fuck it up.
now. RRQ really
But how are you doing?
inside of this map of Pearl star utility as well. They'll gather the control of the A main, but seeing something in return from Paper X.
Yeah, you would take a gander that you expect Jim
Oh.
right around the corner. The
Wow.
Russian duelist.
Nice
picks it
duel
up.
from something.
Finally, there's a bit of a difference, right? It's something actually winning the duel this time.
I'm gonna regroup and just full pop B here.
You do have Cushy.
Jing is
He
one
has
off the
another
ult.
streak on the other end, though.
Surprised they didn't give him the bomb.
But he gets blocked out by the hot hands.
Yeah, that's gorgeous from Jing, isn't it? One away from the runner back at the moment, and you're looking to potentially establish the plant with all of the numbers here for RRQ.
Whoa. And you just expect the spike corner being planted. Monyet with a great spam.
Interesting.
Paper X
Interesting plant spot from
Forsaken on the
Patman.
flank.
Doesn't actually do anything for them.
Does bring some attention away. The rest of the team have begun to hold down the positions, but Monyet looking for some spacing towards back halls. That fast lane just provides so much cover.
Nice,
Cushy
Jing.
with the aim, and it's Cushy now.
1v1. Cushy versus Forsaken. Yeah.
Forsaken, he has
He
to
lost.
run through, but he doesn't have the
No time.
Cushy's just sticking it all the way into the round being picked up.
What's your opinion on Paper X buy rounds after they win? Two heavy hitting weapons, bulldogs. Something in two pistols. It definitely depends on the map. Same pattern on most maps now. Yeah. Like maps like Pearl here, I think it's good. I do like it, especially if they're going like Outlaw and getting it into round 3. Especially if they don't show it. But like Jing having the bulldog, he's really good with that gun. And Forsaken would usually have the other one, I'd imagine. Maybe Patman here and there. Handles and stuff. One pistol. I mean, most teams try to get 3 rifles, 1 pistol. Or 3 rifles, 2 pistols. That's generally the ideal, like, FPX buy, as it's called. And you could get, like, instead of going rifle. Let's just use Forsaken rifle, pistol, rifle, pistol. This is just a martial slash outlaw, which I would argue raises your chances of winning round 2, just because you have the one-shot body shotgun that doesn't really give the other team too much. In terms of, especially in terms of the martial. So I mean, I don't hate it. I don't, unless it's a really terrible buy, I don't really care that much about what teams are buying. Like Paper X, it's fine. Like, what? No, okay. I say that, and then RRQ saves after they won a round. No, man. You can't be doing this to me right after I say I don't care about what teams buy. This is so bad. You don't get loss bonus for the next round. You have to have a terrible eco here. I know you can't buy guns fucking RRQ, but I don't care.
Yeah, we should have won the round. We should have won it, but you didn't. So keep going. Just have a level head. Recognize that. Well, we did.
But yeah, something with a sniper is really good as well. So
they don't have a lot of cash built up whatsoever. They're probably gonna look to.
I mean, they can't buy a single rifle here with half armor, so I get it.
Next rounds.
But also, you don't have money. Like you can't get any like sheriffs or guardians or anything, or like you have 2, but that's it. It's sheriffs, ghosts, and a classic with half armor. Would shotguns be better here? Possibly. I don't know. I mean, you could buy a judge and with a full buy here, and I would think that's fine. I personally prefer the Stinger, but I don't think they have money to force the Stingers because they don't have a loss bonus. So it's kind of impossible. Like the Bucky's only 50 credits more than the sheriff, so that would work.
That's the Paper X teamwork right there. That's the hive mind. He pulls off just as soon as the team gets the site.
Do they overheat here?
Oh, come on, surely not. They've done this so many times before, but they've also recovered from such.
I think it's good. I think they're G2's force. I think that's good. As long as they get the bomb plant down in a few kills, like at least 3, which I think is what they're... Like, it's not like they're forcing every time no matter what, even if they don't get bombed down, don't get anything like that. It is calculated and only on the attack side. So it makes sense, and they win every time because it's G2. It could put them at a disadvantage at some points, but as long as the other teams... I mean, the other teams are ready for it at this point most of the time. And yeah, Patman goes hunting for orbs. But yeah, they're good. I don't know about other teams doing it, because I don't know if they can dig themselves out of the hole that you would be in. The hole you would be in if you do lose that force round. Because I know G2 can do that. But like a team like Sen, it's like, it's not quite.
That's a sharp shot to get a leg up in this round. Force Paper X to have a different approach.
But like a team like, I mean, I was gonna say some EMEA teams, and then I realized that region doesn't know how to use the Stinger, nor do they use it at all. So, dude, I was mauling watching EMEA. I think it was yesterday. Fave team right now. I mean, I enjoy watching G2 the most. I think. Right? I mean, yeah. Again, it can't be any of the EMEA teams because they refuse to use the Stinger. And I love that gun. And like none of the Pacific, like maybe XLG. I really like watching them in China. That'd be the only other one. But like in terms of rooting interest, 100 Thieves has always been my team. Sadly. We gotta fight through the smoke, RRQ. Let's go. Let's go. Monye, just fucking make space, brother. I hate how they play this retake, and they're still gonna almost win.
To 30 HP. It's just something. And he's trying to play for
He's
time.
so
Of course,
good.
there's a shorty as well. Look at the B-hub. Look at the movement. The airstrafes down to
For sure, I love watching the team. They are much more entertaining. I still did like them last year, though. I do think they played a good style of Valorant. That worked. Water.
Still not looking the greatest.
No, I don't.
This sort of scenario
I'm gonna
as
get
well.
water after this map.
You know, are you gonna have to look to just be perma-banning it come best of 3 territory?
That's fair.
Meanwhile, for Paper X, this gap just gets wider and
I hate
wider
watching.
in towards A main control.
I mean, I don't hate watching Paper X. I'm not like, I'm not sideshow levels of hate watcher on this team, but I kind of wanted them to make some changes and miss the tournament and then make some changes. But like, at the same time, if they make the tournament, don't need to make changes, that's perfectly fine. Scent versus Foot, or Scent Foot versus Team Liquid. What, the massive overtime one? That was BBL against Foot, but yeah. Oh my god, what are we doing, guys? Did not need to go for the third there, but okay. Or the fourth. Yeah, that game was insane. Somehow it had better like quality, like the teams played better in that game than they did in the rematch on Ascent.
That will be somewhat similar to the one before, and look at this, juggling the guns to get them away out of Arcu's reach.
He can go for a full spray if Xfero gets a smoke down on the spike and then get the other gun to continue the spray.
And that's what it comes down to.
Dude, they're not doing that.
Even if they try to go in for the body blocks, I don't know how successful it's going to be, but peeking through the sprays, Cushy finds the
Hey.
crazy guy sticking it all the way through.
What?
Thrifty round comes up all of a sudden.
Why would you play it like that?
It up, 2 more.
So much for no reason. I mean, that wasn't even greeting. They just didn't clear the smoke. They completely skipped the step. Yo, something, bro. Okay, that wasn't actually that bad. Nice. Okay, that was agreed from Jing. What is Patman doing? Why is he doing that? He's just solo walking that in a 4v2. Phoenix comp? I love the Phoenix comp. I've always loved this comp. I was sad when I think they stopped playing it for a little bit, but it made sense.
Single mistake, and that could be the
But now they're back to it and playing it well. The orb farming on Phoenix is so good on this map.
Jemkin come out nice and early. Great lurk to come out from Forsaken, smoking off where the alarm bot has generally been to slip into there unexpected.
I thought I heard the Yoru ult voice line for some reason.
Unfortunate because you're just unable to read it. The lockdown now forces
Jemkin's gonna fight this.
looking for that frag against Forsaken, who is another Yoru.
Nice crunch from RRQ.
There is a flurry of utility out from the back as well. Some slight spacing.
Alright, I'll be doing that, definitely. I'll probably miss some of the EMEA games, have to watch those back. Gonna be doing that pretty much the whole time before Toronto. I was just doing VOD review and prep and stuff for videos. Maybe doing some extra prep for player rankings as well, like going back and watching a couple of the playoff games that I missed of teams that aren't making Toronto. Ooh, something.
He's marking down Pillar to the best of his ability, sticking down the spike to halfway now, and the pressure is on.
Nice.
Looking for the kills. The time continues to beep, and that's when the shorty gets pulled out, but the shots, they've whiffed, and it's Xfero sticking.
Oh my god! How did he win that?
They know that they have to switch their focus to the next round because they need more.
Bye-bye.
Consecutive affair.
Job's not
We'll go
done.
into
Pushing up
connector.
mid main, Petman's contending for that spot on the other side of the
Batman, just wait.
Sprays through, and RRQ is just trying to regain control. Paper X, they might have gone for the quick W gaming down but is it going to be enough? Because Petman has been sussed out. Got a blaze wall, you got the sight, you might be able to stick the spike.
Yeah, but how do you defend it at the moment? Sting is close. Okay.
Oh, it's not going to quite work out the way that they wanted it to. Jemkin with the spams, you got the Suns out the back as well. Cushy, another kill. Jing, though, trying to hold down to the best of his ability from the back sight. Unfortunately,
Yeah, this is
only
not
one
doable.
left now, so it's just full
He
on
gets
them.
one somehow.
Multi-pronged retake. Retake defuses, right? Challenge over towards B, nice and early. Different look, no A main control, but a similar look towards the actual smokes utilized. Now an entrapment towards B long. Great opening engagements. Jemkin, Monyet, their job is done. They can fall back.
That's all they needed. What a call by Crazy Guy, or just the entire
Yeah,
team
good
as a
fight
whole.
there.
Just as soon as the round rips off, a clone towards the back as well, and PaperX movement sync. So just holding the angles now. Forsaken though, snuck all the way through the back. If the timing is right, he might be able to find a bit more. Down for the
No!
He gets
Oh.
the first, but fully blinded now. Able to dodge the
Oh,
first,
he
able to
needed like at
retake.
least 3 from that spot.
As well. Quick reset. Correct. Well, are you playing towards something? You do have Jing one away from the runner back yet again, but I'm seeing, you know, Jemkin with the dimensional drift and a Chudge in mid doors.
Why are we going that early?
The Prowler was there for check as well, but Monyet a trigger quicker, and it's going to be PaperX reeling from the loss of that one.
And again, just the same utility over at main bar, the salvos, right? A deeper nebula. You force your opponents to respect that one. Now you get the information by the alarm bot that, well, we need to adjust.
Alright, bit of a 3-1-A split here.
Got a dimensional drift to scope that one out.
The one slight light at the end of the tunnel that I can see for PaperX is if Jing finds a run it back into further space being taken up for the team. They're going to opt for the Cosmic Divide to block off back sight.
Good timing.
Nano Swarms.
Yeah, good timing. It'll just waste the time on this Cosmic Divide. Starts to go for the plan. Ooh, got him.
Oh, they got him. That should be round over. I guess Meunier is very low. I shouldn't say that.
And something sticks it. Will it be enough though? PaperX has yet to hold a post plant. Something then opting to go around stairs. He does have support from Petman in this area. A seize would be great. as
They're
well, but
gonna rip the Yoru here.
Defy with possible spam out from
Great spam.
but still the shots, the dimensional drift, it susses out all. Intelligence has been found, and our arc is
Looking a it gets scary now as well, right? When you consider the Armageddon is in play for Crazy Guy. If that's
They have
what
Phoenix
you
ult here.
massive. Back towards normal
4-1-A split
pushing forward.
with the
It's
Phoenix
on
ult.
the overdrive. Meanwhile, Jing up with the runner.
Uh-oh, Jing, don't die.
They're stuck in the Armageddon.
Okay, he's good, he's good.
relay bolt as well, and it's
Wow.
OQ finding advantage.
They gonna
Devoto
win this?
picks it right back up, but there's a lockdown at his feet. He needs to push
Yeah.
up. He needs to go in
Why did he put the lockdown there?
Some assistance.
Dude, you killed everybody. You just... Oh my god. You know they have to be back here? In art somewhere? So you gotta put the ult here. Why would you put it here and let them break it? Even put it further back so they can't get the spike. I mean, good decision to not hard fight over it. Like, letting them break it at that point is a good decision. But the lockdown spot itself was just awful. Oh, Jemkin wins the 1v1 there. The trade.
How long HyperX might be able to push us into overtime. Jing now.
Why does Devi have an op?
You've got an op being played by Devi as well. It's a position that surely RRQ doesn't expect, so they will continue to march forward.
I would want Jing to flash on timing here, but
Jing marks the angle, has a flash, has a molly as well. How on earth can Cushy possibly play this? He goes into check, almost losing his life, and it's Jing swinging off of contact.
almost won that.
Sneak up. That's
Going back.
this. We kick things off with
Forsaken is buying the judge in overtime.
Oh, you say slow, but they're
Well, they know he has a judge now.
aren't they? 4 members again from PaperX. Going back to tried and tested.
Why is he spamming with the deagle? Like, guys, I have a judge.
Forsaken has down, and he's actually got a judge.
I can't buy a rifle with the
But it's the similar
thing.
utility.
Why are we still playing backhaul?
He's just played DD.
This is like the 5th time they've done that.
Meanwhile, the rest
Nice, Cushy.
Come through.
They just hit B away from the that A fight that Paper X had been owning them on, and they win the round.
He stepped up in this map.
Yeah, I mean, since when have you expected Cushy to go in for that lurk? All of a sudden, he brings it out. This time, RQ on the defense. They've done this good so far. Can they complete the run? Paper Rex. Patience all of a sudden.
How long do you leave something for here as well, right? You're waiting out for the Nebula over at A main before going together as a team.
Might not expect the glass cannon op either.
Did the drone spot 2 members? It's keeping a heavy investment of numbers for RRQ towards the A site. And an operator, remember here, for Jemkin too. Something to note of the glass cannon variety. If something walks into the crosshairs, it'll
Not
be the
quite.
opening duel, but the timing, the pathing.
He's actually, yes, the pathing precisely.
But it might work problematic for the team.
Yeah.
He's just got to dry walk into it.
You gotta be aware, but no. The dry walk and the damage is felt.
Nice,
Someone tries to
Jemkin.
re-peek into it.
You've got 4
That's the
smokes
map, surely.
setting themselves up for the map.
5v3 retake.
Another overtime fashion.
Jing might be able to get one. Cushy's playing this so well.
When it was needed most.
Sits in the corner, waits for him.
Up to the 30 bomb, and this could be the end of Pearl. Paper Rex desperately trying to hold on. Forsaken needing a huge
Ugh.
multi-kill, but it's nowhere to be found. RRQ will...
Well played. Alright. I'm going to get water, and then, oh my god, 13-3? Are Paper X still playing the dog shit comp? No, okay, they were playing the good one. I forgot about this. Yeah, I'm gonna go get water, and then we'll watch these last 2 maps. It should be fairly quick. It's 13-3, 13-6. Alright, streamer is back. Now on to Icebox, map 4. I have to actually open the tab to start watching it. Don't know what I'm doing.
Head in those OTs, but Jemkin is the only one who's already across these 3 maps. He's the only one positive for the team. So we'll continue to see if that is going to work a treat for RRQ, or if Paper X is going to be able to change things up. I like the aggression through B main at the moment with the 4-1 strategy, likewise of the last map. And Monyet is going to be the first casualty.
Not able to recenter his aim. The turret, though, does inform to a little bit more. And Xpero looking for the swing, looking for the picks with the Sheriff. He does get a good chunk of damage, but the spike should still be getting down pretty soon. Divine with the turret up, checks towards the back.
Good info.
Here's some footsteps. Needs to swing back in and find some kills, though, and he doesn't have time to reload, so unfortunately his life is forfeit. Meanwhile, the rest of Paper Rex still able to...
Devi's been frying with the Sheriff today.
No flashes, however, so it comes down to just
Feels
the
like.
swings, just the
Obviously, he only got 1 there, but
Forsaken collapses onto which Jemkin
did really well to absorb that pressure, buy some time. Great flank retake there from Paper X.
I mean,
Let's see a force in this next round.
yeah, pistol round, right? And well, if you're Paper X being Paper Xing, what is defense? Let's push.
Yeah, for sure. Great idea, you know, in a pistol round as well, going together with 4 members.
Probably won't do that this round, though.
No. No, probably not. Back to normal things. You are playing in a bit of an anti-eco. This is an outlaw, by the way, that's been gifted to Jemkin, courtesy of Crazy Guy. So you want to see him grab a chunk of damage here against the lighter shield equipped member.
What are the hard eyes emojis for? Devi?
A lot of trust. But a lot of recognition from the side of Paper Rex as well. Marking the lurk out by mid, so X-Pharaoh's gone. And also, possible outlaw plays. Paper Rex then elect to play far back.
Yeah, very slow and steady, which means that eventually Crazy Guy, well, just now, in fact, will get the salvos back online for RRQ. In this sort of situation, though, for Paper Rex, you know, you don't want to see them just overdo things.
Doing that outlaw buy thing. RQ.
Right, the outlaw in play.
Set towards
Salvos
A here.
Back online when the spike plants down, top of sight.
I'd say not bad. There's a slight chance still.
Wow,
The outlaw
what a read with that molly.
bit of damage, chip damage with the nanoswarms.
Nice setup from Devi.
He's got the angle.
Eventually a flank from Monyet, but just the classic. So let's see what happens.
Oh boy, we're running in, we're chasing in, we've got the guns. Oh, and the outlaw just doesn't do much. Magneto out from the back. Was he
Just not supported well enough there.
Because the 0 point actually took it down, but it didn't really matter in the end right now onto the defuse.
And in the round pipes. Fortunately, RQ not able to hold it off for too long. You've used the third salvo refresh.
Good retake there from Paper Rex. Swinging together. Doing their job. And they got an outlaw out of it, so I'd imagine something will have that this round. No, it'll be on Forsaken. Okay.
Ascent next. They could have gone that way instead, but opting for Icebox first.
Man, I don't know how far Paper Rex is going to go in Toronto. Like, I want to say that they're not going to go far because that's what I really truly think. But I also just don't want to, like, predict against them anymore.
Well, Devi coming in to refill space as well, but you don't have much in terms of utility of staving off.
I think they'll have a decent chance at getting out of groups. And if they do get to playoffs, I think they have a decent chance of going deep, but I would say it's highly, highly unlikely that this team makes top 3, probably top 4. This feels like a ceiling 5th, 6th, at a floor like maybe win 1 game in groups against like one of the weaker Chinese teams or something like that.
And RQ have been tampered with.
Blank eventually from Patman. He can just sit himself in their spawn and watch for this one. RQ are going to be locked in. They have to try and push the bodies back.
The only way out is up.
Snakespite already noting on towards something's position. He's stuck. He doesn't. Tailwind available. The wall. He just gets out of dodge. Will they, again, expect Patman to already be in their spawn? It looks like they have an idea.
It's like the player quality and the experience on this team is really good.
Unless you take a confident...
But I don't know how deep the style can go. Especially with how many other really, really good teams there are going to this tournament.
Forsaken wants to use the recon too. There's a nano still at the default that RRQ are going to have to contend with. Patman not tested, which means they know that this is still going to end at the A site.
Then you got something playing a possible one and done. Outlaw shots not found. Something for the swing, and that's been quickly denied. Monyet now with a double kill back sight. Patman then puts
Well played from RRQ there. They kind of put themselves in a hole early in the round, but dug themselves out of it.
Or just still had, you know, some pretty versus 3 in towards the site. Something.
Yes, we take it when the train makes it to the grand finals. Yeah, that's about how I feel pretty much. I'm gonna say that this team has a capped ceiling, and then they're gonna like win the finals. And I'll be happy when they do that, because that actually will be really cool if Paper Rex do win the final. But like, I'm a hater, but not a hater, you know? Like, I don't hate the team, I don't believe.
Space being collected upon. Off angle is possibly being held as well. Something does have the op though. Question is he able to find much with it? Marks the angle right from
Nice something.
Jet doing jet things, and he reads it fully.
Where's that Armageddon gonna go though?
That's the great question. Able to possibly flash Paper Rex.
Nice refight there from RRQ.
For now.
Dude, Crazy Guy, hello. Audio. You have headphones on?
Monyet, who's still trying to hold things down. Fortunately, Armageddon not going to be able to do too much out of them, buying time. Devi slowly moving around the rosy, around yellow.
At this point, you gotta know he's rapping. What?
Monyet just fires off a shot. Devi has no clue and needs to tap
Nice one, yay. Really well
as
played.
well. That makes things quite awkward for them. There's a reset now coming into this next round as well.
RRQ lose this map 13-3, by the way. I don't know how they do that while playing
Do you consider
well
using
like
them?
that.
You need to find advantage. You need to find secondary advantage. The Blade Storm's actually just been removed, so any aggression from Paper Rex forced to Lechibulate back towards the site.
Just because you have it doesn't mean you need to use it. It's still relatively early. RQ though, it's a lot of space that they've lapped up.
I mean, also with Paper X, it does help that they're not playing much Teo, and they can kind of lean into the stuff that they've already been playing
Yeah, but if you can find these opening jewels,
and just work on that.
be able to back that up with.
Maybe make a few new things as well.
One or not, that gun that you've just dropped, irretrievable. 50 seconds to go. And it's to the drawing board for RRQ. The silent game towards the Bravo side of the map. Meanwhile, Forsaken has picked up the Hunter's Fury.
Something in position as well. Oh, but the
Body
swings
shots.
wasn't great. Decent damage. We'll see if the Hunter's Fury can finish off the job.
Nice, good kill from Forsaken. Yeah, this is very doable.
Space. You still have Monette up around the back of Yellow. He spotted out the shoulder of
Paper X just ripping all their ults into this.
Patman, though,
Patman
still
gets
coming
that
with
kill
a
on Cushy.
singular kill onto the Sheriff.
Shock Dart kills Meunier, and now it's a 3v1. Paper X are playing this terribly, but they get the kill, so whatever.
Nada shots out with the Sheriff of Patman doing enough
Like,
damage for the
I think this team is carried quite a bit by player quality, so when you go up against your Sentinels and your G2s and your Heretics and your Fanatics, like teams like that, this team will be able to beat them, or will be on the same level of player quality. And I'm just concerned that the macro and the micro and everything in between with this team just won't be good enough to beat those teams that also are obscenely good at that kind of stuff. Oh my god, something. I say that, and then he's sending op shots like this.
Possibly throwing it to the wind. RQ, however, has snuck up tube.
Yeah, it's removed the turret so you can sneak past.
Patman,
Has to be aware, doesn't he?
but would he?
Yeah, he's playing the back angle just in case.
In case, but not a single peep yet. Oh, something. Oh, with the Viper's Pit as well. Patman happened to recognize it.
I remember with the tag on Akushi earlier and the Nulcoman fading, he couldn't drop himself to get res too, so this is where things become really awkward. Kushi down for the count now, 2 versus 4.
Dude, I remember I was scrimming Icebox with my Premier team, and our Viper player accidentally did this ult. Like, wasn't even trying to do a lineup, and he just threw it randomly.
That's the Viper gone. Spike.
That should be the round for Paper X.
Can you really get it planted? Xpharaoh, 30 seconds, and he's trying to sneak one over onto the A site.
It's the mind games right now, isn't he? What can you do? How do you toy with them? But you really can't.
If you're Paper Rex, you don't hear the Spike tapping.
Yeah.
Surely you consider it.
Time's on your side though, right? 10 seconds for him to try and get the plant. He's going to eventually have to run towards the A site, and
That's gonna make noise.
if anyone looks to sacrifice him,
And no problems here.
It's
Jing
enough.
with the huge.
He had to get that kill if he was going to win it.
Bound picks up the away from the Altor. I mean, from
Rex are taking some space and going for these jewels when they've got some favored.
Dude, Patman.
ability, right?
Indeed. Half buys up for
Please tell me he at least picked it up.
Retake scenario towards the A site, play on the back of your Killjoy utility. Alarm bot noted.
Yeah, he got it down.
Seconds and then you pop them as well.
Missed the orb lineup.
Stave them off with the wall. But have you bought enough time for the team to rotate over? You have. This is going to be a skirmish.
Everyone's just hovering around looking for the duels. Some pop flash kills going over. And it's Jemkin with the blades. There it is. The effects being felt from the previous round now coming alive. But Devi still looking for the bursts. Jing with assistance out from the back. Just like Big Time was talking about. A pseudo duelist. And he pushes all the way out. Being felt from the previous round. Everyone's just hovering around.
I need to rewatch that. Way too much happened all at the same time.
Kills going over. And it's Jemkin with the blades. There it is. The effects being felt from the previous round now coming alive, but Devi still looking for the bursts. Jing with assistance
Yeah.
out from the back.
They end up just gun diffing towards the end.
Nano
Did end up getting close with the Killjoy ult though.
They
Very close, actually. I didn't realize it was that close.
Be able to do for something, and this time the positions have been swept around.
Okay, that's a cool ass TP from Jing.
Bit of a change when you don't have a lot of the reconnaissance ability as RRQ to put your standard dart more forward as well, right? So just the space that Paper Rex can almost get free of charge, changing it up with the pit towards the A site. Something, had he stayed on yellow, would have been seen by the stealth drone, now afforded an opportunity for a peek.
Rescopes, but he would have no idea that they've begun to push up green, so something is in a really precarious position. Thankfully, the cloud comes up enough for him to evade.
Yeah, he's got teammates now to assist him as well on the site of B. 0 Point revealing 3 members, actually. Just going to try and force out the plant.
Some spams, chip damage against Crazy Guy, but the plant still goes through. That said, though, got to watch out for this potential lurk from Xfero. Jemkin up
Oh,
top.
he's stuck on him.
Fantastic kill. Yes, it's a good stick as well. The Cloud Burst comes up in time. Duelist v Duelist. And this time, Jemkin deals the death blow. Off to the end, though. It's going to be Paper Rex now looking for the retake. They've begun to fan out around the site. Looking for yellow control. Monyet trying to contend with it.
They're just not, like...
Forsaken with the kills. Crazy Guy.
They're not fighting for anything in terms of post plants together. It's just kind of 5 players playing a post plant together. Which, like, it's not like they're playing super individually, I guess. Which is what it sounds like when I say 5 players playing like that. But, like, they're not doing anything. It's just like all of them are AFK, just kind of holding really passive angles, which I guess with a comp like this where you have the KO nade and the Teo mollies and the Viper molly, it's not that bad, and both Killjoy mollies. Okay. Jing going for that solo on A.
But look at this, something's not backing down. Unfortunately, the Cloud Burst allows for RRQ to slip back.
And he knows that on the back of that, Crazy Guy's picked up the ulti orb. So the adjustment from Paper Rex now needs to come out where you're contending with removing Crazy Guy from the situation if possible. Patman's got a lot to do by himself here at B.
Oh, it's pretty good considering how he's kind of sneaking around, but this time now he's finding himself in a pinned down position. However, he's not
Holy shit, Patman.
2 kills now, possibly a 3rd. Back up from yellow, but someone has slipped the net.
And yeah, just go back yellow and kill him.
Petman recognizes that. Swaps back around, that's a 3rd.
Oh my god.
What are you made of? 6-3, and Paper Rex will continue extending this lead because of an eco from RQ right now.
Hold on.
Okay.
We've seen Thrifties. We've got an Armageddon. We've got Cushy with the Vandal.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
It's not over until it's over. So we'll see what these pistols and the Vandal are going to be able to do from RRQ. Get on the right line and something might have his head removed.
What? Okay, what the fuck? A little less than a week ago, Crew contacted Fury to get the information about MW Zera's situation. Argentine organization does not continue the conversations. Okay. So yeah, I read the first sentence and was very concerned for Crew, because that would not have been a good move. But they end up stopping, so that's fine. Just fucking bring Heat back, like, I don't know. You're getting the wrong Fury Initiator player.
He's good for 1, get out of dodge.
And in with the tailwind as well, he finds the 2nd kill. Crazy Guy still desperately looking to push forward. He actually gets the shot against something. However, Paper Rex have hovered around the site now. Another player being caught out thanks to the one-way, and it's just... Plan.
Just a couple of diversions on the tracks so far for them, but maybe the conductor has regained control. Important situation for RRQ. Get another round on the board, quickly in towards the A side. Device still good for 1. Not a double, but Forsaken here, as well as something.
Once again, off from Rafters, right off the get-go. And RRQ, this whole plan was formulated around getting some A control, but it's been all thrown off.
These site holds by Paper Rex have been really good. That being said, if a team was playing better in terms of using their exec util, I do think this is very punishable.
Top of the previous quad kill round as well. RQ once again back into A site.
Look at the ultimates.
But they do have cycling ults here.
Hunter's Fury lockdown for Paper X.
Back on this last round of the half, I'd be shocked if they lose this, honestly.
Maybe Mon yet being one away will be more likely in picking that up, or maybe they want to prioritize getting the lockdown early and then having Mon yet plant and pit. There's options here for RRQ, given a bit of space to gallivant around this A site if they want to start to sprint up a little bit.
Yeah, but if you're Paper X, you imagine it's RQ looking for the plant. That's exactly what this double init composition is for. Post-plant play.
Packers Bears week 16 on a Saturday confirmed. Hell fucking yeah.
Able to possibly deny spike plant. He spots out the first and the shock dart in. The lockdown gets ripped off. Something's in position. Oh, he doesn't go for the lockdown.
Nice ult.
They're respecting the lockdown here and then going for a kill instead. So you'll have advantage on this one. And you've now removed Salvos and Armageddon.
Good flank from Patman.
Again with the lurk presence. RQ beginning to think twice. Jemkin continuing to push up, feeling the pressure.
How do they always get one detained from Killjoy on RQ's side?
Right. Absolutely.
Against RQ. RQ, like you mentioned before, they are a team that does not go quietly into the night.
Pistol rounds. Now, everybody stacked on up. 0 point to get some further garage information. Maybe got 2, maybe got none. It's going to be a bit of a headache, though, when this wall drops. Probably for something.
All lined up.
Maybe for Jing.
Yeah, both angles being separated apart.
Okay.
It's Crazy Guy who finds a singular frag, something at least good for one. So it's an easy
Trades
change.
go surprisingly well for Paper X there.
As Patman, are they aware of this one? I mean, it's under orange instead of through the tube, but it looks like Cushy a little bit aware of the scenario at the moment.
He's very aware of it.
The one you going to watch out for is Jemkin,
It's
though.
not... I don't think he's aware that he could be all the way up lane here.
By this drone.
He's definitely not.
Doesn't it? What can Patman find? It's the right time.
Nice.
And it's
Just
the
gotta be
drone
Jemkin here.
to the site.
And Patman gets that one too. Holy shit, he's good on this agent.
You know, so it's just the pistols. Probably going to see the 11-3 scoreline.
You would hope it would be RQ, though. They've stacked up correctly on A.
Yeah, this could be a cheeky crossfire angle for him.
All in position. Paper X trying to send out some bombardinos, but it's going to be Jing who finds...
No, he didn't.
Divine to push off of the toxic screen as well. Something, trying to get some good spams, but of course with the position...
Dude, there's no way we're fucking... What was the eco situation here? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, yeah, this was their force round. Wait, what? Were they just ready for RRQ to force?
There's a Spectre in front of something there, but just make sure that your confidence is up. Feel like they have to cut a couple of
Good round from
corners
Divide, though.
to give themselves some advantages.
Trying to at least go in for the alt orb. Not too
Why did
much
Jing
coverage at this
buy?
point, though.
Just have something by you.
Slow and steady. Paper X feeling a bit of the weight of what's being sent their way over at the A site. So trying to change it up, trying to get sneaky. Alarm bot noted. Patman's position.
And
Gotta be cared for.
beginning to turn back around, but you got Crazy Guy now marking in front. You also have Cushy continuing to push out from pipes, but
Okay, how is Patman here again?
Gotta be cared. Paper X feeling a bit of the weight of what's being sent their way over at the A site. So trying to change it up, trying to get sneaky. Alarm bot noted. Patman's position.
Okay, they should know.
Gotta be cared for.
Just gotta fight forward here. Which they are, but Jemkin's fighting backwards instead. And then kill Sephiroth? What?
They can possibly rotate, but you do have Monyet.
Yeah, this is gonna be really awkward for the timing, isn't it? But
He
he's
didn't have to chase Patman.
Back up from mid, but Paper X just
Oh, how they play this round. I'm not watching the last round. Ugh, this is a bad map of Valorant from RRQ. Patman shows some real color. Yeah, dude, he was insane in that map. And he seemed pretty decent in this game overall. Not like elite, but definitely good. That Viper Icebox performance was elite, though. Full
doesn't have
gelato
any
push.
but he will get taken out as well.
It's a
Jemkin
little
instantly
odd.
TPing away. Monyet, though, then to hold, especially with the smoke being
Wait,
popped up.
how did... Hold on. This is RRQ's best map. Why did they leave it so late? Why did they pick a good map for Paper Rex here instead of Fracture? Or with Fracture? Why wouldn't this be Ascent? And the series would just be over already. Like if you picked something else other than Fracture here, right? Also Paper Rex ban, I guess this is their perma. Wait, what? This has to be backwards. I know they lost Lotus here against Gen G, but it's not ban worthy. Cause like, didn't you just beat DRX on it? It was close, but you did just beat them. You just, oh yeah, you did lose the secret. They weren't trying in that game. I forgot. But didn't they beat T1 on Lotus? They destroyed them. And like, yeah, they've been good at Split the whole time too. So like, if you told me these were backwards, I would believe you. Dude, teams have been fucking trolling in their map vetoes. I feel like I've been flaming teams too much for their map vetoes, but they've just been really bad lately. Like Sen's map veto in the finals against G2 was really bad. I think who hyper trolled it? I think it was against Fnatic. I think Foot trolled their map veto versus Fnatic in their game.
He's killed Patman. Cushy as well off from Boathouse, and now it's just Jing trying to work his way around the smokes.
But like this was one of RRQ's best maps.
It's just Jing with 13 HP. A tough fight. There it is.
Throughout the split.
Felt like they weren't even in the map in that game.
And they just left it for map 5. They could have lost this earlier than this. Like they could have lost Pearl. They could have lost what was the map before Pearl? Split. They could have lost either of those.
Jemkin with the gate crash as well just continues to
And they just decide
something for now.
to let Ascent go and risk getting 3-1'd. Or even 3-0'd. Because they lost Fracture as well. Because they picked it into Paper Rex. And like RRQ haven't even been that good on Fracture.
Looking at the right location. Oh, just the timing on the angle.
Right, you've got players with the haunt around A main, and that informs that you know our
Thing is, I don't ever make like actual like I don't know, like opinions on teams based on their map veto, unless they genuinely don't know what they're good at. Like, unless it's a consistently bad thing, because every team trolls their map vetoes all the time. And I like, they just make decisions that don't make sense sometimes.
Not too early for now, though. It's going to be the judge instead.
Yeah, it's immediately forcing Jing back as well towards the A side. Whether or not we get some sort of pop flash play come through, Patman's only got 1 flash drive. 0 point to remove abilities. 3 scanned.
Yeah, it was the Fnatic Foot game.
Away,
like, Foot let Fnatic get their 2 best maps as the first 2 maps in the series.
Juicy intel.
And they just lost.
Flash for Jing, but
and played like ass the whole time.
Expecting that there may very well be an explosive
sort of thing.
When you're on a bonus, but
I mean, yeah, but like if like a team was consistently messing it up and like the map vetoes were like they were always losing a map pick or whatever, it's probably because scrims are going really well on a map and the matches aren't translating or something like that, which that would make sense. But like these teams don't normally troll their map vetoes. It's just one game occasionally where they just completely throw.
Being able to bring RQ to a stop. Still though, decent kills and Xfaro will make his way into the site. Got Petman hearing all the footsteps.
I'm surprised if I didn't pop them early, to be honest with you. The Thorns.
Oh. Not too sure about that one, but still have 3v2. Monette slowly arriving on scene, and Xfero doing his darndest to hold it from Boathouse.
Nice Omen Flash Monnier. Wow, that was really nice from RRQ. Somehow those B main trades went like decently well for them.
This series crumbles. I mean,
You
gotta
into that?
consider
Yeah,
some
yeah,
slight
but the difference with the T1 thing is where they consistently were letting Icebox through because they thought they were good at it, but they clearly weren't, which is more noticeable. Still bad, but like maybe they're like, okay, after this week, like we did some nice stuff in scrims, our Icebox is fixed now, or they were saving strats as well. I thought that was the case throughout the whole split. Like I wasn't really concerned with the Icebox stuff. And they did ban it, and then they were still ass on the rest of the maps anyway. So
those two maps could have got you the victory. Nevertheless, though, new fresh round on the back of a timeout. Sheriffs.
like the T1 thing is annoying, but it's not like
Unfortunate for something.
Device to pick up where he left
I don't
off.
know. Like that one you can make more like assumptions about a team, like in terms of predicting them to win games rather than
Yep. Good counter. Always going to be a thing.
The flash baited as well,
like
and then
RRQ say here, trolling their map veto because it's not
But what does
consistent.
Forsaken do with the Bucky?
At the very least try to hide inside with the movement. Evades the
Oh my
tried to
god.
for a second kill, but Cushy
How did he
Did not
get
imagine
one?
if he got another one.
That would be sick, but still, it's not quite the story that we have in our hands. RQ with the spike plant. PaperX on site, but not able to line up the shots. Their site robbed once more. Jing.
Boys is to hold off the floor to mid at the moment, and without seeing anything, you got to expect that there's an extremity that's going to start to be explored. Dimensional Drift comes on out for Jemkin.
God. If you're PaperX, beginning
You know this is fake now.
right now, yeah.
Doesn't matter though.
They should have known it was B the second it hit something. Oh, good Sovolt.
The main thing though is the off angle that Jemkin is holding, and he springs out at the right time. Still though, something managing to eliminate Monette.
Good go market.
Allows for the rest of the team to push out
What?
from the spawn. Petman now arriving
You
from
lock
behind.
in, bro.
He needs to kill
I
that
can go
first
market.
round. Defy, only good for one.
Jesus, that got way too close. I feel like RRQ should have won that easier.
Now it's a 50 unless we see a Thrifty come through for PaperX, get the B main control. Bladestorm there, you could pick up a Steel Garden, but you're
Oh wait, PaperX have been really good at Lotus. I guess that's okay from RRQ then. I actually don't hate the ban that much, but still, not picking Ascent until map 5 was bad. I still am very confident in that. Like they still could have lost the series like 3-1. Oh my god. Go off, crazy guy. I mean, go get your ecos, bro. But like,
the best game he can for the team.
still, nice round.
Into this roster.
Not only is he translating the
They're really
concept
expecting this
of
B-main pop.
map, just full reads, a true journey
That
all the way
PaperX
from
like to do.
since Valorant came out.
And it's one of the most important ones as well, right? To get the opportunity to get into the grand final, the chance to get that #1 seed into Masters Toronto from Pacific. You've already made it there.
Similar plan, and it's PaperX trying to suss out as much as possible. Still, though, the site relegated, and RRQ will plant their flag firmly down.
Yeah, you got to be watching for a potential flank to come through later from Xfero, but with plant going down, crazy guy.
Notice
has
his
enough
Jing
to
for
get it.
second minute.
5
Yeah.
versus 5, there's an operator. You got to expect probably the Steel Garden.
I kind of forgot about that until now.
Armageddon from Crazy Guy, though, and it's just
That's really good. It'll isolate the Heaven players. So we should be looking at Heaven, RRQ.
Salvoed, but with assistance from Patman, they dive down. Jemkin gets out of dodge, straight back into wine. PaperX, they have some
I
numbers.
don't have util to refight through the smoke.
Patman dodges the shot through.
This is
and it's Xfero now off from the top of
somehow
PaperX have noted his
okay.
position. The numbers brought back once again.
They play that so poorly.
PaperX here to have
RRQ, just look, with the fucking Teo, we'll have one person looking at door, one person ready to swing off of it,
look like from
and then everybody else hold Heaven.
Similar setups, but one thing they can always
That really fucks them
Continue going
in
for some of
tree.
these fights. Prowler again to contend with Xfero,
Yeah, it's just gonna make him feel a little bit sticky to stay around, isn't it?
or to at
So,
least alleviate a possible lurk.
yeah, needs to call for his team to smoke out middle so he can get out of dodge. 0 point is gonna buy some time. Drone not spotting too much, but this is the mid rounding for RRQ. If they do pivot towards B, something's gonna be holding the offline. Does he get the spidey senses tingling though?
No, why did he leave?
Or pop the tailwinds?
I think he's gonna mark for B main instead.
Yeah, a bit more of a better angle for him, and with this slower approach from RRQ, the drone's going to give away the info, so he can really call.
I guess this lets him get out easier.
Because he probably needs.
Actually, I don't hate
Bullet
this.
quick enough. Crazy guy still with the late lurks.
I still don't know about him.
Down mid, though, but something. Does he know that they are that close? It's a clone.
Oh,
It's a haunted
give me the
swarm.
smoke, Jing.
Just does his
Why don't we
best
have a
to
smoke
find
up
himself
right
out.
now?
See what he can do. Snuck it
Nice
up
spam
towards
from
the wall.
Forsaken.
Jules
Wait,
back
that
in
wasn't
the
spam. He
well.
ran through the CT
A
smoke.
little bit more.
Okay. Wow.
Full kill, and it just mows every single
That was really nice.
Great shots to come.
Let me see those. Let me see that replay.
To go.
He's just Forsaken's out here.
Sliver scene.
Shot.
Patman through the smoke. A great
Ew.
dive, great in his possession, so just
6 for Patman.
Always
Q still in the lead.
always saying the same stuff in B main though, right? Forsaken and the operator of something. Again, you need to see that gun in his possession to just really have value, you would assume. But now that you've got B control, what do the differences look like for RRQ? They're a little bit closer up to mid.
And that's where Xfero also plays
Start to
around
clear
this board
market
as well.
for
He waited
Jemkin.
the Prowler before he put this one down. And then Jemkin to sneak all the way through into market. Oh, Forsaken aware to check with the Prowler. Sees as well the flash.
Nice. And just gets a shit ton of util out there from
Spike down bottom mid.
what is
So either
a
you're getting
Yoru TP and Sova Dart
you're
with an Omen Smoke as well.
still go towards the B
That's
side,
really all they
deep
used.
mid smoke.
Maybe a Shock Dart somewhere.
You can disregard that because you've got the whole
Batman
team
looking
with
like me.
control shut.
Yeah, true.
Knew of a
True and
plan.
real.
Forsaken holding the info line, a pre-fire spot, you would assume.
But too many targets, and unfortunately he meets his doom. Something
Guys, you have to shoot the door to break it. Oh, the rockets broke it. Okay.
Crazy guy to mark the back as well, and it
Never
just
mind.
buys further time. RQ will get the site.
Yeah, this is
I didn't realize that's what they were waiting for.
Full theft confirming all the information. There's also the trap wire at the edge of market.
They're up close though, and it's just Xfero inside of
It should be a pretty easy post plant here for RRQ, but maybe Patman goes crazy.
Trying to find the pathing
That's the
actually
win con.
site. Can they deal with the damage that has been caused? RRQ still holding them off, but Jing not too bad on the damage. Defy with the trade.
Okay.
Down to the 1-on-2.
This is
What do
doable.
you expect inside of Boathouse? He does have the no, not the arc rose. Tries to slip over. One side has been smoked off, and it's a
Ugh.
double peek.
They did line up for him.
Not
It was very doable.
Time again. So the adjustment for them now is putting the shear there. So forcing out some adjustments from PRX.
And it's just the thorns around tree.
Patman noted close as well towards that dark cover. Has to change.
Adva, did you see that apparently
forward B main
Crew
control
were looking into MW's era,
into the A site
but have since decided not to go get him?
An 8th round for RRQ depending.
Has to find the right timing for the flash as well, but yes, Jemkin might just be able to toy with this alongside the Hunter's Fury, and it completely flushes Paper X out of position. Patman unfortunately neutralized.
Nice.
Another
Good
one
exec from RRQ.
It's a 3v5 retake where an op is at
Yeah.
a tough situation.
I would hope it would be for Melzer and Mazina would go to Smokes.
Yeah, they're gonna have to call it off.
Yeah, you need that operator in play.
But,
for something
I mean, that's what I imagine it would be, but I have no idea.
Have to just concede this
Crucial.
Can we get something upping anywhere other than B main?
Timeout.
scenario. It's Paper X that have to make the comeback real, right? It's always been RRQ that have kind of been the trailers. This time, contention in towards the main and Xfero. Dispatches of Forsaken, the Hunter's on for something as well.
Just when I thought Paper X was equipped in for this round, they immediately get eliminated. Forsaken down, something with the operator, but not able to flick.
This looks like the Paper X we saw all fucking year.
Even consider a save again, a 2-vert.
He's been spot.
Okay, they do go for it.
You've got no money, you've got not the greatest weapon, there's the Bulldog in play.
Yeah, well, it's round 11. Might as well just kind of throw everything in, but tripped up as well. Bam! Working against.
Yeah, he's not gonna win that. Mazzino controller is fire? No, it's not, bro. Mazzino's just bad.
The worst for Paper X. Bam
I mean, that's exaggerating. Mizzino's not bad, but
Shield in there as well. I mean, Patman, yeah, you got a Spectre, but if you're null commanding at the right time, you could still assist your team.
Mizzino Harbor is really good.
Will command a little bit of a slow
The rest of Mizzino's controller agent pool is horrifically bad, if not worse.
beginning of the round to RQ.
Forsaken taking his time around B main as well.
And I don't think he'd be able to play his Harbor on Icebox if they picked up MW. Because, like, it'd have to be Adverso playing Viper,
Front of the side at the moment, but the
or maybe Shy and somebody else plays the Killjoy.
risky business, I was gonna say if he found that.
Which then the Nightfall in towards B. Forsaken trying to do his best to hold it down. The burst
Nice.
is great.
In
RQ now they're. If RQ get the pistol, then this could be over.
well, we'll see. How nervous are Paper X coming in?
Yeah, that was not a good defense half from Paper Rex. They literally had something op B main every round.
Slow and steady in the middle, cleared out by the stealth drone.
The drone doesn't hear the footsteps truly as well. However, Paper X clearing out A little bit, begun to set themselves up around B.
Got a kill trip towards switch as well in case we have something fast from or something.
Oh, and the 3 from RQ. Stable to
Cow, they force him back.
Flash, but still, they dig deep.
Yeah, but they can't go in at the moment with just the stalling power of the cage, of the salvos.
And look at that trip as well.
So they're going to have to try and go back at it again. Yeah, and the trip, I mean, if you get a dash on towards it, maybe you have some good spam. Maybe someone...
Something has no dash, though. They're gonna have to split here.
Some bullets there.
Oh, but then for Paper X to elect for a B split push instead. Crazy guy, he's found some information.
30 seconds to go. It's going to end up being...
No CT smoke.
Again as well.
There's the
Trap around the survival smokes. Jemkin trying to line up the shots, but something is good for at least one. To buy though, the trades have to
Good
be
trades, good
Paper X
swings.
waterfall into the side, but look at
Jemkin gets one and gets out.
backed into safety.
They got to get the plant.
They have rockets here.
Push you out of position. That's exactly what they do.
Forsaken gets one.
The spike plant is not available.
Gets another because they're somehow not ready for him.
Left, low HP as well, but still needs to find the 1v2 in position.
Got the ghost bullet.
Oh.
Awkward.
Back into B.
Awkward team flash. What could have been? Anti-flash, by the way, for Jemkin.
All the way towards the back and beginning to peek forward.
It's not too often you see a cool little counterplay on the back of the camera like that.
Doesn't wait, no.
In, catch them off guard, but hey.
Yeah, he something just barely can't buy a rifle here.
The looks of Paper X's
He buys a
positions.
Bulldog instead.
This time you gotta
He's
be
literally
careful.
50 credits off.
Well, just the pistols though.
As much as possible. Back in for the little peeks though, off of the timing. Jemkin out by logs, however, but spotted out thanks to the C's.
Very well stuck here. He's gonna have all the utility go his way. Fragment and Thorns.
The spams just to prevent him from escaping. The salvos though, but then Paper X once again with a full arsenal, just happy to look for the fights.
Yeah, so that's 2, right? Always should be good for the second after the pistol, but this is where we get the guns in.
Alright.
To
A
maybe
big
see
round
if
for
they can
Paper
come back.
Rex.
You do have to start to consider for RRQ, right? How long does it take them to recognize what Paper Rex are going to be doing on this attacking side? Are Paper Rex really changing up their approach time and time again?
Not too much currently. Previous round was just a confident B push given the guns, but now you got to really slow things down. And Odin being fired off as well. Paper X now aware.
And slowing things down are going to work a treat for RRQ as well, because that allows them to rotate where they need. That allows the likes of Crazy Guy to have the salvos put at the right time. High cam again to spot some early information. Though currently gate
The
crash
Odin out
for
towards
Jemkin
A?
towards the A site where his locale is anyway. So it currently would be a retake scenario if Paper X quickly got into the B site.
But that comes down to Xfaro as well as Cushy. Again, right? These signature.
I'd like to see Forsaken.
And if he's able to anchor down
Okay.
well enough.
Bit of noise towards Cap, but there's no smoke behind it, so they should know this is a fake.
In its entirety. Crazy Guy a little bit behind, but Cushy towards the spawn side of things. So it does look like with 30 seconds to go, it may very well be A bit of a retake scenario.
Paper X does get the site here.
Slip through. What a lineup
They
for
break the
Pac-Man.
trip. That's huge.
Trip being noted as well. Devi slowly sneaking himself forward into the one and done. Watching for the angles though. The door's been broken. Devi, oh, not able to hold. Jemkin, this could be the start of the assault. But
Yeah,
Pac-Man has
this should be
grenades.
the round.
Something trying to hold as well. Dodges the first flash. The second one being set through.
Good flash.
It's just Pac-Man trying to receive contact.
I mean,
But RQ proves to be
not a terrible job on the trades, but just not enough with the guns that they had.
Especially for a potential retake. Paper X though. Position. A quick nightfall, but slowed down.
Really early to allow something to get up towards the tree. Super quick, but kind of held at bay at the moment. Xfero at the glass.
Ooh! Almost domed. Still with the damage found, it's gonna be Paper
That's
X
Devi.
making their way into the A side. The Odin
That's an
eliminated
interesting
Devi
spam.
back in though, but not able to take out Crazy Guy.
Just picking up the ultimate of the Armageddon as well in this 3 versus 3.
Spike has been planted at the very least. What are the positions gonna be? Dimensional drift to scout.
Could be everything.
Straight into the site. Another smoke. Armageddon out from A main and Paper X out of position. Cushy for the
Nice
kill.
retake there. Good shit from RRQ. I mean, I don't think Paper X played this very well.
Straight into the site. Another
It's like
smoke.
they're forced forward by this Teo ult, and they triple fight into this, and somehow, some way, they don't get this kill on Cushy. Like, that's legit impressive to not get that kill.
On 12
I feel like they just need to run at tree there. Okay.
That's a quick headshot onto Jing.
Another one found. And then for the trips to come back in online. Paper Rex trying to recover.
Need to see individual brilliance, you feel like, for Paper X to come through here, but it does feel like the teamwork of RRQ is at its most potent on this map right now. The angle, Monyet, try and find Pac-Man. Damage done, though, will scare him off.
I mean, teamwork, individual brilliance as well, just to check. And Paper X just trying to scavenge this round as much as possible. Pac-Man, if he was able to find one, that would have been great, but everything's thrown off balance.
Slowly but surely, up through mid, 45 seconds, Haunt to be broken.
Nice shot from
Removed.
something.
Recognition from RQ as well, though. They've
We
already
don't have
put
smokes
themselves
here,
inside the
though.
shot, but something a little bit quicker
Gonna be a
with the
little
blaze.
annoying.
Down Jemkin. Salvos will stop and stall Forsaken. Another kill onto something
Nice.
crazy.
Good trades from RRQ. It's just impossible for Patman. He's like 3 HP, I think it said.
Slapping into the-
Looking for the peak.
Yeah, stuck at the moment. Will be bailed out by Xfera's cage if he wants to try and get out of there, weathering through the suppression. They'll just skedaddle on through.
Crazy Guy as well, marking tree. Paper X, though, that's not their true final destination.
No, not at all. They do want
Break
to
the
pivot
trip.
straight towards this B-side, though. It might be another retake angle to come through from RRQ. Because
Right.
remember, they have 7 rounds to play with. They can afford
Sight here.
to take a couple of losses.
All it takes is one more point for Cushy to get to the Hunter's Fury.
Yeah. Null command, though, for Patman. You feel like he has to drop that in towards this round, potentially. Stave off this retake. There it is as the plant goes down.
Which won't leave him with too much towards the future rounds. Right now, stuck inside of logs.
They're gonna wait the KO out.
Pretty much revealed.
Don't love when teams do
0
that.
point just to hold even further back as well. Another fragment.
Okay, Patman. Patman, what are we doing?
Now, and they know exactly where Patman is. He will just go in guns blazing though. Just single kill, but
How is he getting value from that? Good lurk from something.
2 targets left.
And good trades from Devi.
Affording a clinical.
Explosion out by B. They pushed up. Jemkin gets away with daylight robbery.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, he can't be allowed to take 1v1 and get out.
Dance around it.
They do
Like that.
successfully, but losing something, that's your duelist, your opener. Is that 1 of 5 down for the count to seal the deal here? Rotations already from RRQ to the correct location as well.
That's all they needed. Not really noting too much across the map neither, so
Good timing on the drone. Just the fact that you reveal that there's still members of Paper X here. Keep you at the right location. A paranoia ready to rip from Monyet.
Jemkin in position
Right, here we go. Here's the exec. No space making util.
Salvos And PaperX
Or I guess
of course,
all the
continue
utils kind of space making
down
util,
and
but
out. And the rest of PaperX continue
no like dash or anything to get out.
Still, though, RRQ have
Still,
the site
yeah, they do
completely
really
surrounded.
well there.
Every position marked thanks to the
But
new
RRQ are
rounds.
ready to flood.
They even get the spike down. They try to slow it over with the thorns.
Plant down.
Push this up from both sides. So
Mm,
you gotta watch for stairs as well as lane. Forsaken trying his best to isolate the angles as much as possible.
gets one.
Takes down the first head. Off to the next
It was
one.
1 for
Couple
1.
trades up.
1v2 for
Just like
Sephro.
Sparrow, trying to sneak on over. With discipline, he finds the first, and it's just
Patman
the
doesn't
1v1.
swing?
Patman needs to come up huge, but he's not able to do it.
Ugh.
Sparrow has derailed the PaperX Express.
Alright. That'll be it for the stream. That was the last round that I'll watch. I'll be back soon to watch this Genji RRQ final. Actually, I don't think I watched this game either. So we'll watch both Genji RRQ games next time, I think. Maybe I'll watch this one off stream and the other one on stream. But yeah, this was a very, very good stream. This is definitely the best viewership I've ever gotten on YouTube, at least. Twitch has been pretty decent as well. Oop, I did not mean to. I did not realize that there was the bot stuff in there. So let me ban that real quick. Ban. Okay, it's not working. Whatever. I'll figure that out in a second. But yeah, that'll be it for the stream. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.